Yes. Honorable Chairperson of the said lecture series and principal of our college, Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, a thorough scholar in the field of chemical sciences and an able administrative officer. Today's chief guest of the valedictory session, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat sir from Bangalore, the resource person and our friend, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir, all the dignitaries, the teachers of Marathwada region and national level, student and teacher community, all the resource persons and friends, a very good morning and warm welcome to all of you in the concluding day of the week-long Rajmata Jijau lecture series on a very vital topic towards a sustainable development and balanced ecology, role of humanities, commerce and science. Respected friends, we have enjoyed the lectures on a very vital topic like antidote and panacea to superstition, the scientific perspective in the literary corpus of Jayant Naralikar by Snehasri Gawande, followed by a very studious lecture on a vital topic, nature-human relationship and the role of women, ecofeminism by Dr. sir. And then there was a time Dr. Arun Jadhav sir. Then there was a studious lectures on sports autobiography delivered by Dr. Swati Zige ma'am. And friends, today we have two resource persons. One is a very dynamic teacher, our friend who is from a central university, none other than Dr. Sandip Gawai sir. I, on behalf of the entire organizing committee, welcome Dr. Sandip Gawai sir and the guest of the valedictory session is none other than Honorable Lal Rajat sir from Bangalore. Just 1 minute. With the kind permission of the chairperson, Honorable Principal Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, let us begin today's lecture. I humbly request Dr. Sandip Gawai sir to share the PPT. If he is facing the technical problem, he may email me so that I can share it. Dear friends, we have a very young and dynamic scholar, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir. I humbly invite Dr. Snehasri Gawande ma'am, a bona fide aspiring students of our college, to give a precise introduction of the guest. I would like to communicate to all of you that it is the emphasis of our principal sir to get involved all the aspiring research students. So I humbly invite
PPT share करून दे
Snehasri Gawande ma'am to introduce today's guest. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Snehasri,
Yes, sir.
please introduce the guest.
Am I audible?
फिर PPT share कर निकले हाँ अरे बाप
Good morning to all of you.
PPT share करो चावल है फर्क
मराठवाडा शिक्षण प्रसारक मंडळ राजमाता जिजाऊ महाविद्यालय किल्ले दारू Respected Professor Dr. Balaji Navle, sir, Head of the Department, English, Rajmata Jijau Mahavidyalaya, Kiledharu. All of you, a very good morning. I, Snehashri Pundita Gawande, would like to introduce a resource person, today's resource person, Lal
नाही काय झालं
sir.
जे ग्रुपवर पाठवलंय ना बाळा सगळ्या त्याची प्रिंट
Just 1 minute, Snehasri. Please excuse me.
Author
Just
and
1 minute. Excuse me.
he was born 90.
I humbly invite my friend Dr. Rajdeep Deshmukh sir to introduce today's guest, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to speak here. Good morning, everyone. I am
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Rajat,
Please continue.
organizing secretary of this guest lecture. I welcome you all of this to this lecture series on behalf of Principal Dr. Kakadi sir and convener Professor Dr. Balaji Node sir. It is the 6th day of our lecture series. Today, we have with us an eminent personality, Dr. Sandip Rambau Gawai sir. He is a dedicated academician and researcher specializing in English literature with a strong focus on Indian writing in English, British literature, South Asian, diasporic literature, literature of the oppressed, and literary criticism and theory. He is currently serving as an assistant professor in the Department of English at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar College of Arts and Commerce, Nag Sen 1, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Dr. Sandip Gawai holds a PhD from the Central University of Gujarat, where he completed his doctoral research in 2021. His topic of the research is interrogating difference, migration culture and marginality in selected South Asian diasporic fictions. Prior to this, he earned an MPhil from the same university, focusing his dissertation on the notion of identity in Indian diaspora in Canada, a perspective from Rohinton Mysteries, a fine balance, and tales from Firoz Shah Bagh. He completed his MA and BA in English from Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Dr. Sandip Gawai has rich teaching experience, having worked as an assistant professor of English at Devgiri College, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar in 2021. And later on, he also worked as an assistant professor at Balbin College, Bid in 2023. Before joining his current position as an assistant professor, he has worked there in Devgiri College and Balbin College. His research interests include Indian and South Asian diasporic literature, marginality and identity in literary studies, post-colonial and cultural studies, American literature, and gender studies. He has actively contributed to research on identity and migration issues within the Indian diaspora. He also presented papers at various national and international conferences. His work has been published in UGC recognized journals and conference proceedings. He also adding a valuable insights into the diasporic and marginalized literary studies. He also recognized that for his academic contributions. Dr. Gawai was awarded the Indian Council of Social Science Research Fellowship for 2017 to 2018 for his doctoral research. His expertise extends beyond traditional teaching as he integrates technology into the teaching learning process, and it is a proficient in various language software tools. It shows his skills online and advanced teaching learning process. His approach to education emphasizes critical thinking, interdisciplinary research, and literary analysis. So, this is the brief introduction of Dr. Sandip Rambhau Gawai sir. Now I request Dr. Balaji Naudi sir for giving further details. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rajdeep Deshmukh sir, for giving a very detailed introduction of today's resource person, none other than Honorable Dr. Sandip Gawai sir. Sir, kindly share the PPT. Dr. Sandip Gawai sir is a very young and dynamic scholar. Today, he will deliver a fine and studious lecture on a very burning topic that will create the path for sustainable development and balanced ecology. Sir, please take the charge. On behalf of the entire organizing committee of the said lecture series, I humbly invite Dr. Sandip Gawai sir and would like to put the request ball in his court. Please.
Okay.
Later on, we will enjoy the lecture by Lal Mohan Rajat sir as the chief guest of valedictory session in the presence of the chairperson, Honorable Dr. Gopal Kakade sir. Sir, it is visible and you are quite audible. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so today we all gather here for the long week lecture series, Rajmata Jijau lecture series, organized by Jijau Mahavidyalaya, Kille Dharur. Sir, this is this PPT is visible? Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay,
Yes.
so the just a minute, sir. Okay, so today we all gather here for this long week lecture series, Rajmata Jijau lecture series towards sustainable development and balanced ecology, role of humanities, commerce, and science. So this is a very meaningful and significant topic decided by the organizers and a convener of this conference, Professor Dr. Balaji Naule sir. Before starting my lecture, I would like to extend my thanks to the professors who have helped me to join this meeting. First of all, I would like to thank the chief organizer of the college, Jijamata Mahavidyalaya, Honorable Principal Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, who has given this opportunity to me to deliver a lecture on given topic. Later on, I want to extend my great sense of gratitude towards Professor Dr. Balaji Daule sir, who is always give some sort of suggestions and what you can say, he always promote the scholars like me or the those who want to express their views on such platforms. I also extend my thanks to organizing secretary Dr. R. Deshmukh sir. Even in a very short period of time, most of my friends, including the librarian of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar College of Arts and Commerce, uh, Professor Dr. Raju Wankhede sir, he is a librarian and very cooperative person who has in a very short time provide all the facilities in his libraries to deliver my lecture. So, and other my colleagues in the college, Dr. Samadhan Wagmare sir, Dr. P.K. Wagmare sir, and all the faculty members who are very encouraging to for this lecture. And even I would like to thank the principal of the college, Dr. V.K. Khillare sir, and the HOD of my department, Dr. B.N. Shinde sir. So with this, I will start my lecture. So today, I have selected a very vital topic called caste and marginalization in Indian diaspora. So first of all, we all know that what is caste and what is marginalization. But most of the scholars and even the faculty members in academia are not familiar with the term called diaspora. So what is diaspora? Let us explain. Diaspora is a term used for the people, those who have settled from one place to another. Like most of the Indians are now visible in different parts of the world. So they are the part of diaspora, the Indian diaspora. They have settled there and they are contributing a lot to the country of origin. So there are so many peoples, millions of Indians are living outside. But what is the topic that I'm going to discuss today? The very important question that come to me, that does caste system or does caste do exist among the Indian diaspora? And the answer is very simple. Yes, caste do exist among the Indian diaspora. So let us discuss some of the important points and testimonies and even the role of the Indians, and particularly the people, those who are belongs to the lower strata of the society. And we call them the lower caste people or Dalit people. So in my introductory note, okay, so first of all, the Indian diaspora is one of the largest diaspora in the world. Largest diaspora in the sense, most of the people from all over the countries, most of the Indians have settled in different parts of the world. After China, we are in second number to have a largest population of Indians in different parts of the world. And we all are familiar with that. Migration is often driven by economic instability. Economic instability means our government, our country is failed to provide them all the opportunities they want in their own countries. That's why these people are moving from one place to another for better opportunities. Political unrest and the lack of opportunities in India. No one wants to leave their own countries. But this sort of situations, economic instability, political unrest, and lack of opportunities force people to move from one place to another to make their lives better. So, despite this geographical displacement, caste consciousness remain a strong among Indian migrants. So, most of the peoples, whether they are belongs to lower caste or upper caste, all are moving from one place to another for the better opportunities. But in that particular countries, these people maintain their status. There's I am belongs to this community and you are belongs to this community. So I want to say that the caste system that very much visible in India, that also visible in Indian diaspora. It is very important to say that wherever Indians are going, they are taking their caste with them. Okay, so we cannot deny that caste doesn't exist in Indian diaspora. It do exist among the Indian diaspora people. So the caste system is deeply rooted in social hierarchy in India, continues to impact social, economic, and political life in the diaspora. So as we have discussed that how this socially, economically, and politically affect the lives of Dalit people, those who have settled in different parts of the world. So here I want to say that uh, the philosophy of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, that we all are familiar with that, how Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has tackled this issue, caste issue, with very thought-provoking ideas that he has discussed in his book called Annihilation of Caste. And in that book, uh, I I'm here. I want to say that so these ideas of Dr. Ambedkar are very much applicable to the people, those who are living outside. Means with the help of the ideas of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, we can fight against this caste rigidity in Indian diaspora. So to establish social equality. The another important point for my discussion is persistence of caste in Indian diaspora. Caste discrimination does not disappear with migration. It takes new forms in diaspora communities. Means people, those who are moving from their country of origin to country of destination, with this migration process, they cannot disappear with their caste. As we have already discussed about these people of Indian origin moving from their place of origin to place of destination, take their caste with them. The forms, definitely the forms will be different. Like we have in India. In India, there is a lot of caste issues, caste atrocities, but it changed the forms in Indian diaspora. So today that we are going to discuss social circles, employment, religious institutions, and marriage patterns continue to be shaped by caste. So following these traditions and rituals in foreign countries, for example, we are living in United States of America, we are living in United Kingdom. They are free countries, they are very progressive countries, but in that particular countries we still follow our traditional values. Okay, I'm not against the traditional values, but the values that are against the development of the people, that are against the upliftment of the people, that should be challenged in the society. Most of the upper caste migrants deny the existence of caste discrimination, but Dalit voices highlight ongoing operation. See, there are people, those who are belongs to upper caste, higher caste, and some of the lower caste. So higher caste people, even in India, most of the upper caste people says that, oh, there is no caste system in India. Or so in that point of view, they also say that there is no caste system or there is no caste issues among the Indian diaspora. But the social activists and the people, those who have experienced these caste issues, those who have those who have experienced these atrocities uh, committed on these lower caste people, raise their voice against the discrimination of this caste in Indian diaspora. I have, for this study, I have some sort of testimonies and studies that shows how caste uh, is practiced in place like USA and UK, Canada and Africa. So I want to discuss some examples here. Here is the report called to National Campaign on Dalit Human Right. National Campaign on Dalit Human Right. NCDHR is the report presented by the United States and other countries that says that caste and analog system of social hierarchy operate across the world, particularly in Asia and Africa, subjecting millions to inhuman treatment on the basis of being born into a certain caste, okay, or the similar group, though the communities themselves may be indistinguishable in appearance of others. Unlike with race or ethnicity, social economic disparities are glaring, as are the peculiar form of discrimination practiced against them. Okay, so this report has provided so many testimonies that prove that caste is visible in Indian diaspora. Okay, so there are amongst all these, I have chosen a very important example here: the assassination of Guru Sant Ramanand. Guru Sant Ramanand at Gurudwara in Austrian capital of Vienna by 6 men. Okay, so Guru Sant Ramanand is belongs to lower caste in Sikh community, that is called Ravidasiya or the Chamar, popularly known as in Maharashtra, Chamar community. So they have established their own Gurudwara. Okay, means the Jat fellows or the Lohana caste, they are not allowed this Ravidasiya or the Valmiki people to enter their Gurudwaras in foreign countries. So this Guru Sant Ramanand has established their own Gurudwara for the practice their beliefs. So most of the upper caste Sikh people raise their voices against this activity. How can a Dalit person build a Gurudwara? How can they preach the Guru Granth Sahib and all? So these things, see, in Gurudwara, in Guru Granth Sahib or any religious text, they are not providing this sort of discrimination, or they are not allowing discrimination for the people. They say all are humans. We should maintain equality, justice, and the fraternity among the society. But the people, the casteist mentality of the people creates such kind of issues. So they killed this, they assassinated Sant Ramanand, who has established the Gurudwara. The impact of this killing not only limited for the foreign countries or Vienna or Austria. Most of the riots taken place in Punjab also, or other north states of India. And here, most of the people, upper caste people, very confidently saying that we are against these lower caste people, those who are establishing the Gurudwaras. Okay, so such
Excuse
kind of
me, Dr. Sandip sir, you may also change the slide accordingly. Thank you for the very good presentation, studious presentation. Continue, please continue.
okay, this one is fine, sir.
Please continue.
I'm discussing the examples.
Continue.
So the another important incidents shared by a social activist Kamlesh Ahir of Canada. She said that caste do exist among the Indian diaspora in Canada. She belongs to Chamar caste, which is not even considered in 4 Varnas and known as untouchable by birth in Indian society. After many obstacles, she has educated and moved to Canada from India. she's sharing her own experiences. But even in Canada, she has discriminated by the upper caste Indians who tries to maintain their Indian status in Canada through suppressing lower castes. See, means these upper caste people, they are saying, okay, means we all Indians are facing the issues of racism in foreign countries. Whether you are belongs to a lower caste or upper caste, we all are uh, black for the foreigners. But these upper caste people used to say that, okay, it's fine. They are calling us black and all. So racism, forget about the racism and continue the caste patterns that still exist in Indian society. Okay, I am superior. Okay, I am inferior to these white people. Doesn't matter. What who are saying this? A Brahmin people. Okay, it is not important, but you should follow what exactly you follow in India. Means in India, we belong to the lower strata of the society, and they are belongs to the upper strata of the society. Means they are superior than the others. Okay, so here superiority and inferiority matters. Okay, so these examples these people are giving for the Dalit people, it is worthless. Either they are teachers. See, it is very important. It is worthless. Either they are teacher, doctors, or professional in any field. They continuously consider Dalit people as lower of the lower in diaspora. See, it doesn't matter whether you are professor, you are doctor, you are having a very high position in diaspora. Doesn't matter that if you are belongs to lower caste, if you are belongs to lower community, you are not supposed to a best doctor, a best teachers. Okay. According to Ahir, and I quote, I am in Canada, but the bullshit casted are still here. We live in every day. Means, according to this Ahir, she is saying that even in this free country, free Canada, I am still experiencing, or the Indian people are still experiencing these caste issues. Okay, so the another important point, example for this, in the United Kingdom, also caste discrimination is violently existed among the Indian diaspora. I hope you all know that the Equality Law Act passed by government of UK in 2010. So most of the people are saying that there is no need for this equality law. See, this equality law itself suggests that there is a caste issues in Indian diaspora. Okay, so most of the upper caste people oppose to this equality law. Why they are opposing? Because they are denying the existence of caste issues. But most of the people, lower caste people, forcefully raised their voice to the British government and said that there is a caste system. So they have decided to research on this topic, and what these Dalit people said, this report has found many caste atrocities among the Indian diaspora. Okay, so these are the few examples or atrocities that committed on Indian diaspora. Even there are so many examples that I have chosen, but due to lack of time, I'm not going to discuss. But that report has given so many cases discussed in that particular report. Okay, so marginalization of the Dalit people in diaspora. Dalit face discrimination in education, workplace, and housing. Okay, so Dalit people not only experiencing their this rigidity of the caste in India, but even they face this discrimination in United States or United States of America. Okay, so British Dalit testimonies, UK equality law of 2010 is most important, that shows the caste-based bias in employment and social interactions. Okay, so they have given so many examples to prove that there is a caste system, and that's why they have passed this equality law in 2010. Dalit in Canada and USA report continued discrimination within the Indian communities. So I have chosen these most popular countries because most of the Indians want to uh, migrate to these places, Canada or United States of America. But still, in that particular places, this caste do exist. And another important point for this discussion is women face double marginalization, being oppressed due to both caste and gender. Okay, so marginalization of women, double marginalization. So they are marginalized as a woman, and they are double marginalized as belongs to a lower caste woman. So there are so many incidents, and even the examples are there of the marginalization of women in Indian diaspora. I have some examples. Okay, so most of the feminists raise the voice against this in the Indian diaspora. So we always consider women as a cultural preserver. Okay, women born to preserve the cultures, traditions, norms, and values of the society. Okay, uh, even they are forced to preserve these in the diasporic spaces. But sometimes they are forced to preserve their identity as an Indian in the alien culture. Okay, uh, most of the women want to settle in different part of the world, but why they want to settle in different parts of the world? Because they want to live in a free society, but they are not familiar with that. They are living among the people, those who are still following caste in diaspora too. Means women, wherever women go, they have their caste with them, they have their secondary position in the society because these patriarchal mindsets. Okay, uh, most of the women have denied the opportunities, a good opportunities in Indian diaspora. They have always secondary migrants for the people and the other in Indian society. They are also faced double marginalization in diaspora because of preservation of uh, cultural values of homeland in diaspora.
झाले ना हा? झाले ना
वो तो तुमचा
Okay. So lower caste women in India and its diaspora are placed at the bottom of caste, class, gender, and
माझे टाइम टेबल
hierarchies. There are number of women in India and its diaspora are uneducated or less educated, always discriminated by the male society. So the point is that here I want to discuss women also consider women a marginalized in Indian diaspora because all women are face this discrimination, secondary position in society, any society. But the lower caste people have experienced more caste issues, more rigidity of this caste in among the Indian diaspora. So we have discussed about the testimonies, how caste-based violence and Dalit women face in diaspora. Uh, okay, so the focus of this lecture is on the interdisciplinary perspective. Okay, so most of the time, means this is the lecture series for the literature, but uh, Professor Dr. Navle sir has broken this all barriers and it's open for the interdisciplinary uh, students and scholars and professors. Okay, so here is one topic called caste and marginalization in Indian diasporic literature. So how this Indian diasporic literature depict the issues of caste in their text, novels, poetry, drama, and even short stories. So there are so many writers, diasporic writers, have exposed this caste oppression in their works. The very important and significant name is Rohinton Mistry, and his text, A Fine Balance, highlights caste violence in India and its effect on migration. Okay, so this A Fine Balance has not depicted the issues of caste focused by the foreign people. Okay, Rohinton Mistry's this novel has not the setting of Canada where he used to stay, but his consciousness as a person of India, person of Indian origin. Okay, he is very much familiar with these caste issues. That's why he has taken uh, this issue uh, in his novel called A Fine Balance, and he has created a utopia for the people. Means a Parsi community person, Dina Dalal, who run the business, a tailoring business, and she called two tailors, Ishwar and his uncle, to for the job, and how they are living in this atmosphere during the period of states of emergency declared by uh, Indira Gandhi in 1975, and how these people face the issues. So that these issues has depicted by the Rohinton Mistry in this particular novel. The another important novelist, V.S. Naipaul and C. Prasad Naipaul, okay, from the Caribbean countries, they means most of the time they are the part of endangered sheep. I will discuss in later what endangered sheep is, but even V.S. Naipaul and C. Prasad Naipaul has discussed some issues, traditional uh, caste issues, uh, issues of women, and the traditions, how Indians are preserving their tradition and follow some rituals in diaspora. Another important writer is Amulya Maladi, and her The Mango Season explore the caste and intercaste marriage pressures, caste issues among the Indian diaspora, and how family force women, uh, and how family reject the proposal of intercaste people. Okay, so this is the very beautiful story she has portrayed here in The Mango Season. A lady from South India belongs to a Brahmin caste and who want to settle, who went to a foreign country for the education purpose, and there she fall in love with a foreign person, okay, a Christian person, you can say. So how her family uh, uh, how her family reject that person and forcefully uh, bring her return to India. Okay, so these kind of things. So here I am not going to only discuss about the uh, Dalit peoples, okay, but all the people of Indian origin who face some sort of discrimination, okay, uh, in overseas. Okay, so this point is due to some these PPT issues, the points are here and there. So please try to understand. So contribution of Dalit. What is the contribution of Dalit in Indian diaspora? This is the very important topic. Okay. So they have contributed a lot in Indian diaspora. Okay. So the migration took place in 1834. Okay. When this indentured ship started, indentured laborers as a indentured laborer, when slavery is abolished in 1833. Okay, so no slaves for the white masters. So they have established this indentured ships. Okay, indenture means a fixed contract of 5 years. Okay, means as most of the people call it as a new system of slavery. Indentured ship is a new system of slavery because they hire for the 5 years, and when you sign that agreement, okay, we cannot move to our countries. When we go to foreign countries, we have to be a part of that indentured ship in Indian diaspora. So most of the countries like Fiji, Trinidad and Tobago, Mauritius, South Africa, these are the countries where these colonial masters established their uh, plantations, and for these plantations they bought these indentured people, means the Indian people, those who have signed the contract or fixed contract for 5 years. So indentured ship is a part of colonial period. Now come to the modern Dalit diaspora, include professionals, students, activists who continue to fight for equality. In the modern diaspora, during that indentured ship, no one was literate. All illiterate people, uneducated people, they are not familiar with their rights. They are not familiar what exactly why they are going to that particular countries. But in modern diaspora, professionals are and students started migrating to different parts of the world for the educations, for the jobs. Okay, so these sort of issues, uh, the existence of caste in Indian diaspora uh, raise voices with the help of some Dalit organizations. There are some sort of Dalit organization in Indian diaspora like Ambedkar International Mission. There are so many, but I have taken a few. Then we have this Ambedkar International Mission works in United States of America, Canada, and United Kingdom. And then we have Caste Watch UK, Anti-Caste Discrimination Alliance, and Federation of Ambedkarite and Buddhist Organizations, FABO. These all uh, organizations continuously raise voices against this rigidity of caste. They are raising issues to protect their people. They are fighting against the unjust activities in Indian diaspora. So these organizations plays the very vital role to establish the equality among the Indian diaspora. Okay, so another important point is role of Hindutva politics in Indian diaspora. Okay, we have discussed about the Dalit politics and the Dalit organizations, how they fight against the caste discrimination. Now, what is the role of Hindutva and its politics in diaspora? Hindutva Group Alliance. Hindutva Group Alliance, Hindutva Group influence Indian diaspora communities, reinforcing caste discrimination. Organizations like RSS, Hindu Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and Hindu American Foundation promote caste-based exclusion in Indian diaspora. So here I have some information about this Hindutva groups. how they are funding, how they are providing some sort of promoting the caste among the Indian diaspora. Okay, so what is the role of Hindutva? Why we need this Hindutva in foreign countries? We can establish your identity as an Indian, whether you are belongs to a different communities or caste. Okay, there is no Hindu, there is no Muslim, there is no Christian, Buddhist and all. When you are leaving your country and you are settled in that particular country, you should establish your bond as an Indian. Firstly and lastly, that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar very rightly pointed out in his book. Okay, we are Indian firstly and lastly, but in that particular country, we are still following this religious identity. So Indian diaspora is a mixture of mixture diaspora into religions and castes spread almost every corner of the world. But in majority, Hindu upper caste population of Indian diaspora try to control the power and domination to assert their Hindu identity in a strong way. Okay, it is true that the number of people belongs to a Hindu community, a upper caste community. Okay,
माईकचा आवाज येत नाही.
Sir, kindly note, Sandip Gawai sir, kindly note that you are not audible. Sandip sir. Excuse me, Sandip sir. You are not audible.
डॉक्टर गवई सर तुमचा आवाज व्यवस्थित येत नाहीये.
okay. So it affects low decisions, how decisions connected to the India are made collapsing Indian issues into Hindu issues. Okay, so here she is trying to say that most of the people are concerned with the Hindu issues or Muslim issues or the caste issues, but they are not finding out that is the issues of Indians. Those are part of that country. Okay, they are very much confined to their caste, religion. So she said that most of the people follow this sort of activities in diaspora. This sort of activities in diaspora
Sandip sir, kindly check that there is a technical problem. You are not audible. There is a noise pollution. Kindly note that you are not audible, Sandip sir. Please continue. Please continue. You are not audible, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir. Some sound pollution is there. You may continue, please.
am I audible now, sir?
Yes, yes. Now you are quite audible. Please continue.
Okay, so this Hindutva ideologies and the caste Dalit ideologies. Okay, they are fighting
Kindly
for.
reshare the PPT, please. Kindly reshare the PPT as well.
Okay, sir. I will share.
We are enjoying your studious lecture.
Now PPT is visible, sir.
Yes, please continue.
Oh.
But still there is sound, sound pollution is there. You are not audible now. You are not audible, Sandip sir. You are not audible. Sound pollution time and again making some obstacles. Kindly note. Please continue. Please continue. Sometimes it happens on online mode, but we have to take care. You are not audible. Please continue. Respected teachers and dear participants, this is a very vital topic. We earnestly request you to have your studious comment, your queries, your questions immediately after the said lecture by Dr. Sandip Gawai sir on a very burning issue.
Very burning issue.
Yes, now please continue, sir. Continue. You are audible now, I think. Sometimes it happens, technical issues. Am I audible to you, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir? Am I audible to you, Dr. Rajdeep, Pradhan sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes,
So-
you may use another device and continue.
yes, here is a team, sir. The library, the team
Yes.
member of library. They are
Okay,
continuously helping me. And extremely sorry for this network issues.
No problem. Now you are clearly audible. Please continue.
Yes, sir. So here, sir, now I would like to conclude. Okay. So connected.
Take your time. We have sufficient time, and that we understand the invaluable value of the said topic in the growth and development of an individual and the entire nation as well. Please continue, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir.
Yes, sir. I will share PPT, sir.
Okay. Participants are being humbly requested to preserve their observations, comments, and critiques, and later on, immediately after the studious lecture of Dr. Sandip Gawai sir, you may raise your doubts, queries, and comments. A matter of humble request. Yes, please continue.
Okay, thank you, sir. So these organizations like RSS, sir, this organization RSS, it is not called RSS in foreign country. Okay, so I have in Times of India, there is an interview of Ramesh Subramanyam who said that we are not calling RSS as RSS in foreign place. We called it yes, Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangha instead of Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangha. Okay, it is not on the Indian soil, so we can't use the word Rashtriya. Okay, it is on foreign land. We call it Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangha as a unites Hindus worldwide. Adding that RSS overseas wing is bigger than its affiliate Vishwa Hindu Parishad. See, we know that many people are part of this Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and RSS is the parent organizations of all these organizations. But this Subramaniam is said that this HSS, Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangha, is larger than the Vishwa Hindu Parishad of India in foreign countries. Okay, we all familiar with the VHP and BJP. All these political organization or organizations are part of this RSS. Even see how this diasporic people played the major role in the development of Indian society. Okay, the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, has visited many countries of the world to addressing Indian diaspora to create awareness among people about country of origin. He has also urged them to contribute money, time, and technical expertise for homeland. So it is the duty of the people, those who are settled in other countries. It is their duty to pay back to society what India has given them earlier. Okay, it is their duty to share their remittances. Remittances means the money, the amount they share with their families, this amount sent to their families. Okay, so there is another important issue of caste that I want to highlight here is the California textbook controversy. It's a very popular textbook controversy in California University. Okay, this textbook, it is a textbook of history of India. Okay, and the writers, those who have worked on it, has discussed about Indian history with caste. Means they claim that there is a caste in India. Many people discriminated on the basis of caste in Indian society. But why this textbook become controversial? Because this Hindutva groups oppose this caste discrimination in school and school curricula. Okay, they are saying that we are familiar with the caste issues, but we don't want to spread this information among the new generations. Our fellow members of children should not familiar with these caste issues. So they are frankly saying that there is no caste system, there is no caste issues in Indian society. Okay, so they force this University of California's member of University of California's people to remove this caste from the textbook. Okay, so they said that you want to write history book of history of India, but you cannot mention the caste. Okay, avoid this word caste and caste discrimination from the this textbook. So this is an incident that shows that the existence of caste in Indian society. Hindutva-based funding from diaspora support violence, and this is the topic. How these Hindutva organizations are contributing. Even Dalit organizations are also sending remittances to the people. Okay, many Indian Dalit people who are sending amount to their families or friends. Okay, that is a part of these organizations. Okay, so here so in a concluding remark, okay, in a concluding remark, I want to say that the impact of diaspora can be positive and negative on the lives of immigrant. It is positive in the sense it grants immigrants an opportunity to advantage the moderate aspect made accessible to all the components of every self-declared liberal and multicultural society. It means he said that this diaspora provide opportunities to the people. Okay, we should take this positively. Okay, but sometimes many people take it negatively. It is negative in the sense it fails to discard itself of the negative practices like caste, gender biasness, superiority and inferiority. Okay, so the as I have taken some example of Manyavar Kashiram, Ambedkarite leader from India, pointed out in his book called Era of Stooges, that is called Chamchayaj, Era of Stooges, the very popular book of Manyavar Kashiram, and which this book is very relevant to the condition of lower caste people in diaspora. That is why I have taken example of this book, Chamchayaj. In that particular book, he said that the helpless, hapless, and sapless condition of the depressed classes must be entirely attributed to the dogged and determined position of the whole mass of the orthodox. I quote here this population which will not allow the depressed classes to have equality of status or equality of treatment. Okay, so, so this particular argument provided by Manyavar Kanshiram for the Indian people, but now this argument or this statement is suitable for the people, those who are settled in different parts of the world. Okay, so caste is significant factor among the Indian diaspora which led exploitation, oppression, and marginalization of lower caste people in the hands of upper caste people. It means dominant forces of India settle in various parts of the world victimized by indigenous population, but they do not want to lose their superior status among the subordinate people of India. Therefore, they give priority to such unjust practices. Okay, so why these people want to continue these caste issues? Because they want to maintain their superior status even in diaspora. So final suggestions of my is to we should follow the philosophy of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to fight such sort of caste rigidities among the Indian diaspora. So this is all about. Thank you very much, sir.
Heartiest congratulations, Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir. Among the virtues, courage is the best one, and literature is the criticism of life. The way very courageously you explored the topic, please close the sharing so that we may have a very fruitful discussion. Stop the sharing, Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir. The way you explored and introduced a very challenging topic. When we say that literature is the criticism of life, it should include everything. Way back, the father of modern India, like Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, we know very well, wrote 2 books, Annihilation of Caste and Caste in India. Besides his lot of writing, the basic issues he raised and who are the person who come to help to stop casteism, the weaker sections of society. Unfortunately, we refer them, that is women, love marriage, intercaste love marriage is the solution provided by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, I
आला
humbly
तरी कुठं ऑनलाईन भेटत आहेत सर
invite the comments by the resource persons, their queries.
Yes.
If you have any genuine comment beyond annihilation of caste by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, you may feel free to raise your queries, questions, and whatnot, please. The quote of Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir, today's rich resource person who really made this lecture series very, very vital and enriched. I humbly invite your queries and comments. Please feel free. Sneha, you want to ask any question? Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir.
Hello, sir. Am
Yes,
I
yes.
audible to you? Am I
Yes, yes,
audible to you?
please, please.
So I want to ask a question about diaspora of a caste to the Gawai sir. What is your perspective to reduce this casteism in India now in our society? What is your perspective, sir?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for your question. Actually, diaspora, whether it is diaspora or in India, we should live very equally. Okay, means most of the times people are creating problems. They are belongs to this caste, we are belongs to this caste. No, we should establish we all are human beings. Okay, and the philosophy of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the perspective of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is very much applicable to the Indian society. We want to establish a nation which based on social justice, equality, okay, or the fraternity instead of this caste and all. My perspective is here is to maintain the status, equal status, not the caste mentalities. Okay, uh, no one is superior, no one is inferior. We all are superior and inferior with our deeds. Okay, what we are exactly doing right now, what we have given by the religious text and all, that is not the matter. We should uh, innovate some ideas, we should innovate some important points to contribute for the nations. Okay, so establishment of the equality, that is the perspective to reduce these caste issues.
Thank you very much, sir.
Anyone may raise the question, Honorable Hari Singh from New Delhi and others. Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, yes. Raju Wankhede, sir, please.
Yes. What is the difference between Indian caste systems and foreign caste systems, sir?
Yes, that is very
My
good
questions
question
to the
because
Dr.
in foreign
Gawai,
countries
sir.
there is class system. Please answer. Sandip Gawai, sir, please answer.
Okay, obviously there is some sort of difference in Indian caste system and the caste system that is very much visible in Indian diaspora. In India, there is a lot of caste issues. Okay, because it's a very long rooted caste hierarchies existed in Indian society. But it is for the new, it is new for the diaspora, diasporic pace. Okay, because in colonial or post-colonial India, we have started migrations. Okay, so some sort of rigidity. We cannot say that the people discriminated on the basis of caste like they are discriminated in before colonial period, okay, or Vedic period or this sort of periods. Okay, right now we are living in modern India. We have a constitution of India in our hands. Okay, we can challenge some sort of issues anytime. But in foreign countries, there are some chances. Okay, during the period of endangered ships or Kangani system. Okay, because they were uneducated people and illiterate people. So the difference is that the time period of diaspora and the India is different. Okay, so in India there is a lot of caste issues rather than the Indian diaspora. I'm just saying that the caste issues recently visible in foreign countries, and many people are facing the issues.
Thank you, sir.
Many scholars are there among the listeners. Hari Singh, Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir, we will have question and answer till the concluding part of the lecture by Lal Mohan Rajat, sir. Please be with us. But before that, let me ask you one simple question. When we try to understand your topic, we come across with a condition of interpellation. A terminology used by Karl Marx means one has to make choices in a choiceless condition, just like compulsory English, whether you
Yes.
like it or not like it, because it is a curse or boon by birth. Do you find any antidote or panacea to this condition of interpellation? Because we still depend on girls, women's, aspiring women's to have love marriages,
Thank you.
honor killing issue is also there. What is the solution beyond Dr. B.R. Ambedkar? Because he already provided panacea and antidote to such kind of casteism. What is the difference between Ambedkar, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and other sociologists? As a sociologist, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar took objection on the closed system of caste. Otherwise, there are discrimination. People are lazy. People are hardworking. We have categories and categories. He simply wants to state that there should not be any closed system. One should become rich or poor at the capacity. Do you find any solution or antidote to this condition of interpellation? Because right from the primary education, when we entered in the school, we are very much haunted by this so-called curse of caste. Please answer.
Yes, thank you, sir. Actually, sir, there are so many activists, social activists who have given some ideas to tackle such sort of issues. But finally, it is depend on the mentality of one's own mentality. Okay, if we don't want to change this attitude, we don't want to mingle with the other people. How can we take or apply these philosophies or perspectives of these issues? Okay, so for me, people, all the people should understand the consequences of these caste issues, and they come forward to fight against it. That is all, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I would like to add just a footnote. Great peoples like Sanjay Gandhi, Shahu Maharaj, and even Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar somehow preached and practiced few intercaste love marriages. Even Mahatma Gandhi says that I will not attend any marriage ceremony where there is only one caste, man and woman. I will attend such a marriage ceremony where intercaste marriage is compulsory. People should belong, pair should belong to different community. This discussion will be continue. Let us continue this discussion after the lecture of Lal Mohan Rajak sir. Isn't it?
I think Adkare sir want to ask something.
Yes.
Adkare sir, do you have any question?
Sir, may I
Yes, sir.
ask or
Please.
Yes, yes, please, please, please.
Please, sir.
Okay. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, in India, we are having many writers, those who talked about Dalit literature. Even I too have gone through many Dalit autobiographies like Udvast व्हायचंय मला by Amar Sheikh, कोलाटाचं पोर, उपरा, उचल्या, आमचा बाप आणि आम्ही, and there are many more. How will you associate with marginality with the Dalit literature and marginality in the other literature or apart from Dalit literature? What is your understanding? What is your perception about this question? Will you say something on it, sir, please?
Okay, sir. Thank you. we all know that there are great literature available on Dalit literature. Most of the Dalit writers of India have shared their experiences with these autobiographies. Okay, so as you have mentioned, the difference between this marginalization. Okay, in literature, obviously there is a marginalization, but the marginalization of these people, those who are already belongs to the upper caste, they most of the times they have denied the existence of caste. Okay, many writers who have written, but very politely they have touched these issues. Okay, okay, there is a caste system in India. Some people uh, uh, face these issues. It's very dangerous for the society and all. But these Dalit writers, they have shared their own experiences. We have a great writer like Mulkraj Anand. Okay, Raja Rao. Then you have R.K. Narayan. These gems of the Indian literatures have written so many things on caste issues. Okay, but I'm not against these writers. Okay, I'm not against the ideas of R.K. Narayan or Mulkraj Anand or Rajarao provided for the society. The perspective is different. Definitely, the perspective is different. But the Dalit literature has strongly point out these issues. Okay, caste issues. So that is why uh, the own experience is most important. Like here, most of the people are giving writing paper on secondary sources, but most of the times we given important to primary sources, those who have used primary source of data. Okay, so that is what Dalit literature, we can categorize it like primary source, and the literature produced by the upper caste people can be categorized as secondary source. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course, the case of Namdev Dhasal and other revolutionary writers. But among these writers, Mulkraj Anand, his perspective is very different in the Kuli.
Yes.
What is the thesis highlighted or fictionalized by Mulkraj Anand? We clean their dirt because they call us dirty. A very burning issue, and he very systematically stated that not Christianity nor Gandhism or any ism, but scientific perspective is the solution of the problems of the Bhangi people. And now we understand the boon of science. Science, scientific development, technological development, ideological development may one day eradicate such kind of stigmatic situation in the form of casteism. But two things should go hand in hand. That is purification of heart and preaching and practicing of constitution. Merely book cannot change our mindset. Our heart somehow equally play the role to change our mindset, and we should wholeheartedly understand that let us not practice any kind of discrimination. We should have reverence and respect to all human beings as human beings. We should behave human beings. Otherwise, human being is animal. There is no any kind of difference. Even animals are far superior from the discriminated society. Any nation, any society become great only without any kind of discrimination. Very slowly and gradually, India is progressing towards that is casteless society, and we have a paper, the literature, eclectic literature prescribed by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University. Really, Dr. Sandip sir, I personally and on behalf of the entire committee, organizing committee of Rajmata Jijau lecture series on sustainable development and balanced ecology, appreciate your courage, your selection of the topic and presentation of the topic with many references and interpretations. Philosophers have interpreted the world in many ways, but the point is how to change it. And you have provided a master key to change the individual mindset, the social mindset, and national and international mindset as well, because this is universal issue, but we have to start with personal solution, individual solution. Thank you very much,
Thank
Honorable
you, sir.
Dr. Sandip Gawai sir. We would like to put a note of reverence and gratitude. Please be with us After the studious lecture by Honorable Lal Mohan Rajak sir, we will have more fruitful discussion on the said topic.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, thank
With
you.
your kind permission, with your kind permission, Honorable Dr. Sandip sir,
Yes,
let us
yes, sir.
proceed towards the valedictory lecture.
Please,
Dear
sir, please
friends,
continue.
yes, thank you, Dr. Sandip. Dear friends, we have been discussing the topic, and the topic given by Sandip Gawai sir, without which sustainable development and balanced ecology one cannot imagine. In India, there should not be any kind of discrimination. That is why there is the vital importance of the said topic. But one thing is, the first thing of revolt is criticism. We generally say that the system is faulty. What is the solution? Initially, younger people criticize the system, but experienced person, after a thorough study based on an infinite capacity of hard work, provide a solution. So here is the problem, and very fortunately, we have an antidote and panacea, a Ramban Aushad and answer in the form of today's chief guest and resource person of the valedictory session, none other than Lal Mohan Rajak sir. Sir, heartiest welcome. On behalf of Marathwada Shikshan Prasarak Mandals, Rajmata Jijau Mahavidyalay.
Thank you so much, sir.
On behalf of the Department of English Language and Literature, and on behalf of all the stakeholders of the Maharashtra state, entire Maharashtra state, we put a note of reverence and gratitude and warm welcome to you, Lal Mohan Rajak sir. See, with the beginning or introduction of new education policy, we have been talking about quality education, solution, and a path for sustainable development and balanced ecology. Fortunately, sir has selected that topic. What is quality education? His thorough experience. So, with this warm welcome note, I humbly invite one of the most aspiring bona fide student of our college, who is pursuing PhD degree on scientific literature, thematic study in the literary corpus of Dr. Jayant Naralikar. Dr. Jayant Naralikar is an eminent astrophysicist scientist who provided name and fame to India at national and international level. But what is his literary contribution? He is also an awardee of Sahitya Academy, and fortunately would be Dr. Snehasri Gawande, a bona fide student of our college, has submitted the thesis on Dr. Jayant Naralikar. I humbly invite Dr. Snehasri to give a detailed introduction of today's chief guest of the valedictory session of the week-long lecture series on a very vital topic, that is Rajmata Jijau lecture series towards a path of sustainable development and balanced ecology, role of humanities, commerce, and science. Snehasri, Dr. Snehasri, please.
Thank you so much, sir.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Today, we all gather here for the Rajmata Jijau lecture series towards a sustainable development and balanced ecology, role of humanities, commerce, and science. Honorable Chairperson of today's lecture series, Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, Principal of MSP Mandals, Rajmata Jijau Mahavidyalay, Killedaru, District Bid. Respected Professor Dr. Balaji Navle sir, Head of the Department of English, Rajmata Jijau Mahavidyalay, Killedaru. All respected today's lecture series guests, resource persons, teachers, and my dear friends. I, Snehasri Pundlikrao Gawande, would like to introduce today's valedictory sessions resource person, Mr. Lal Mohan Rajak sir. A very welcome to Lal Mohan Rajak sir. He is well-known author. He is well-known author and motivational speaker from Bangalore, Karnataka. He was born on 19 October 1967. Sir was completed his matric and ICSC in PCM from Patna, Bihar. Lal Mohan Rajak sir has completed his bachelor degree in Hindi, English, Sociology, Public Administration from Usmania University, Hyderabad, Telangana, and Bachelor degree in Education from CSJMU, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh in June 2000. Sir has completed Master degree in English, CSJMU, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh 2002. Rajat sir was sergeant in Indian Air Force, Hyderabad, Telangana from August 1986 to August 2006 and English language trainer in Bokaro, Jharkhand in November 2006 to May 2008. Rajat sir has a huge experience as an English language trainer, teaching counselor, and as a freelancer. Sir was vice principal in Doon Public School, Jharkhand, uh, in Orissa from December 2016 to January 2017, and he was also a vice principal in Hemlata Science College, Sarbahal, Jharsuguda, Orissa from February 2017 to April 2019. Mr. Lal Mohan Rajak sir is well-known author and motivational speaker. He published 2 books having less but very
Nehesri also might facing the technical issues of internet connection. Let us hope she will resume the meeting soon. With this precise introduction, what we understood is that Lal Mohan Rajak sir has been playing a very vital role at national and international level activities. His zeal with a perfect mission for quality education is a dire need of times. Please, Snehasri.
sorry sir for the
Okay,
interruption.
it's all okay. We understand. Please resume.
Yes, sir. Sir, Mr. Lal Mohan Rajak sir is a well-known author and a motivational speaker. He published 2 books having less but very positive content in www.amazon.in in the month of December 2023, titled as Triangle of Academic Excellence, and the second book is titled as Role of English Languages in Rural Development. Sir has excellent soft skill training. He included the soft skill in his personality development program, personality development, leadership, communication skill development, study skills, time management, stress management, and the interpersonal relationship building. So it is all about the introduction of Mr. Lal Mohan Rajak sir. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me the opportunity to introduce a very well-known personality, Mr. Rajak sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Snehasri. We understand and humbly acknowledge the metamorphosis in your communication skill, the dynamic progress, and as a bona fide student of our college, we have a deep sense of proud to you. Heartiest congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to just add a footnote that Lal Mohan Rajak sir and his communication skill is a heart-to-heart dialogue to be held in a meaningful way. He always speaks and provides new thoughts. Dear friends, once upon a time, Sir Richard Livingston has written one groundbreaking book, The Function of Education, and his essay, Essentials of Education, has provided to the curriculum of Swami Ramananda Tirtha Marathwada University for the subject of compulsory English, where he presented a thesis. What is the aim of education? Function of education is to provide the first rate, the excellence in one's own field. And how to achieve that excellence? It's very simple way is to meet that excellence and have communication. And today we have a golden opportunity to listen the excellence, none other than Honorable Lal Mohan Rajak sir. Sir, heartiest welcome. We are very fortunate that you are with us very much for the valedictory session of the week-long lecture series of Rajmata Jijau lecture series on a very vital topic towards sustainable development and balanced ecology, the role of humanities, commerce, and science. When we consider education field, education is essentially an organization like a living human body, where the health of a body should always depend on the overall status of all organs. All organs should be very, very active. Then and then we can consider that body is very much healthy. So is the case with education. All stakeholders are equally responsible. With this precise note, we would like to put a note. We would like to put the request ball in your court and humbly request you that if we have ample time, we are eagerly waiting for you. You may take 1 hour or 1.5 hours as per your plan, and a detailed elaboration of the quality education and the mission is earnestly solicited. We understand the invaluable value of your resources and kindly give the national touch to the topic, because the said lecture series is national level and you are the unique resource person of the said lecture series. Sir, kindly take the charge. Now the request ball is in the court of Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat, sir. Sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for such a set of good words. I'm obliged to you, and I'm thankful to you. So, Honorable Chairman, sir, Honorable Principal, sir, Honorable Professor Dr. Balaji Naule, sir, Honorable dignitaries present in this auspicious occasion, Honorable Mr. Hari Singh, sir, who is the President of All Round Social Development Association, registered in Delhi, Mr. Avran Singh, sir, Honorable, who is the Chairman of All Round Social Development Association. I would like to say, why did I choose this topic? Previously, what Dr. Sandip, sir, as the previous resource person, has explained, that is a pain, and solution also he explained. And we are going to have all the medicines today, all the solutions of all the problems in India at least. Now let us think that what is the pain, what is the problem, and what is the solution. These are not my words. Yesterday I explained that these are the words given by the father of motivation, Stephen R. Covey, who worked in Oxford for 30 years as a management professor. And after 30 years, he started his motivational speeches in all over the world. And he wrote one book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think all the CEOs, all the directors, all the HODs, all the principals, all the vice chancellors, all the scholars in all over the world, they keep this book as a reference book. This book was written in 79 and started in 79, and 89 it was published or nearby. And then we have America, England, France, Germany, Japan, all the developed nations today. What we see is the outcome of that great father of motivation, Stephen R. Covey. So another thing is that how can we have all the solutions of all the problems faced by developing, or underdeveloped nations? We have a program, awareness program, and today's topic is related to that, Vision India 2040. Quality education for all. That means we are trying to have one awareness program and reach the minds of the people in all over India, that let us talk about one thing. forgetting everything what we have, because we know when we have a tug of war, two groups of people in two ends have equal forces or one or more higher or lesser forces, and they pull the rope, and the group which has more strength pulls towards themselves and win the race. We have in India such type of ideologies. One is trying to snatch away the scientific temperament from the people of India, the youths, the students. And the other ideologists, a group of ideologists, are trying to take the youths, the students, of the citizens of India towards developing the scientific temperament. When I am saying one is scientific temperament, other one is against scientific temperament. Against scientific temperament, that means whatever the status quo was before 5,000 years, that is to be continued. The scientific temperament says that industries are the temples of India. When we say industry, why do we have industries? And I'm going to talk on quality education. How does it affect all these things? Why do we need industries? The basic thing, industry does what? It does manufacture, produce. Who produce? Who are those producing, manufacturing? These are the people, common people of any nation. And what do they get in the process of having manufacturing and producing? They get money or currency for livelihood. Let us go back. What was the condition? Why majority of the people in the developing countries suffered or underdeveloped countries suffered? Because of one thing, lack of economic prosperity. Human being or any living being need some essential items. I call them FDCS square: food, drinking, clothes, shelter, and security. From where these will come? We need to have economy, strength of currency, money. Any community, any society, any nation runs, develops, survives only on one condition. If you take away the currency, if you take away the economy, if you take away the gold, if you take away the resources, that is able to exchange the items. I want food, I have to pay money. I want something else, cloth, I have to pay money. I want to have shelter, I want to have security, I have to pay money. So the basic requirement of a human being in any nation is today currency. And currency is related to what? Employment. And employment is related to what? Quality education. And quality education is what? Part of education. Education is what? It is it is a method, it is a process to have homogeneous settlement living in a society. In a jungle, when people used to stay as tribes, they used to fight with each other, they used to kill others. Then they started having some sort of education, rules, regulations. So when we talk about what is quality education, let us have how does quality education can eradicate poverty and all the problems of a nation. Take example of the most developed nation in the world. Power of America is $1 trillion. What is the power of France, Germany? Why people, my previous speaker sir told that most of the people from Asian countries or underdeveloped or even developing countries migrate to those countries. Why? It is not only job satisfaction. It is not only money. It is not only the standard of living, but respect for the human resource. Yesterday, I explained that I have been in one of the developed countries where the human resource is regarded like anything. Here, if a laborer works for 8 hours, he will be told or she will be told to work for 10 hours, 12 hours, midnight, night, evening, anything, where. But there, you will not find that. There is a set pattern. After that, no one is going to disturb you. So why do we need quality education? As India has a vast population and one of the most laureate and noble economist, Dr. Amartya Sen said, India can develop if it is able to harness its human resource. We have approximately 65% of youths. Why can't we harness them? Energy we have. Once upon a time, we used to hear that the flood of the rivers used to wash away villages, urban areas, masses. Then the technology came to develop dams. The water was stored and the electricity was generated. And that became boon once, which was called a curse for the humanity. Likewise, the curse today is what in India? The curse is unemployment. Unemployment. The youths, the students, the parents, all are worried about after having graduation what? After having BTechs what? After having MBBS what? After having PhD what? People are not getting job. Unemployment is why. One of the observation or survey was done in which the CEOs of so many MNCs and corporate sectors, they explained, they told that one of the particular profession in India produces professionals in mass, but only 25% of the professionals from the particular degree holders are employable. Most of the schools in India, government schools, have 40% scarcity of trained teachers, or even we have 40% trained teachers. So what is quality education? Let us define, because topic is very vast and I have more content. So I'll explain through going through reading my notes. Am I allowed, sir?
Yes, yes, please, as per your plan, please, sir.
Sir. So because it is lengthy and the content should be very precise and should be academically achievable. So all the listeners, the students, the PhD scholars, they should note down or they can have later on the copy of this. Quality education for all is a fundamental human right. And that is the first topic I'm going to explain in the slide you will find. And a key driver of sustainable development. Here are some key strategies to achieve quality education for all. Inclusive education. What do we mean by inclusive education? Accessibility. Ensure that schools are accessible to all, regardless of location, income, or ability. Equity. Promote equity in education by addressing disparities in access, participation, and outcomes. The third point in inclusive education is diversity. Foster inclusive learning environments that value diversity and promote social cohesion. My speed is okay, sir? I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Quite
you are
audible
audible.
and quite fruitful. Really a
Right,
heart-to-heart dialogue. Please proceed.
Right, sir. So that the people will be able to listen and they will be able to analyze. That is the reason I'm reading slowly, explaining slowly. Okay? Right, sir.
Please proceed.
So the second one is quality teaching and learning. What are the points? First one is teacher training. In quality education, what do we need? The first thing we should have trained teachers. They are the gurus, they are the mentors. They play vital roles. Provide teachers with ongoing training and support to enhance their pedagogical skills. Why do we need pedagogical skills? So in my previous sessions also and almost all the motivational sessions, what I emphasize that if we are able to strengthen the students from class 6 to 12th, you need not worry in undergraduation. We need not worry in post-graduation. We need not worry in PhD or anywhere else. If a person is physically very fit, give him or her any game or any challenge, he or she will meet the challenge. So we have to strengthen the students from class 6 to 12th. I have explained why not before 6 and why not after 12. We can have discussions also. So we need what? We need trained teachers having expertise in the field of pedagogical skills. That is part of education psychology, child psychology. Then we need curriculum reforms. The basic three things where we lack quality education. Why do we lack quality education? It is because of lack of shortage of trained teachers. The second is faulty or outdated syllabus curriculum, which is not going to match with the 21st century requirement necessity, which is required now and which is required globally. The syllabus is outdated. We have to reform the syllabus. How? Develop and implement curricula that are relevant, engaging, and aligned with 21st century skills. The third one is, the third point, lack of infrastructure is one of the reason why we don't have quality education. Only 4.8% of the schools in all over India, it is the data given by the government of India itself. Only 4.8% of the schools have infrastructures sufficient to have conducive environment for quality education. You can understand it is not even 5%. That means 95% of the schools, the institutions, government schools do not have sufficient or required infrastructures. So what have we to do? We have to have infrastructures. Then comes assessment and evaluation. Develop assessment and evaluation methods that are fair, valid, and reliable. Today, what's happening? Can we think that the assessment and evaluation system is doing its job? Is it able to decide the skills, capabilities, or the hidden inherent talent of the youths of the students? It is to be taught. The next point is, already I told you, educational infrastructure and resources. Infrastructure development, we had to do what? Invest in a school. Who is going to invest? The stakeholders, the government, the private sectors, public participation. Invest in school infrastructure, including classrooms, libraries, and technology. Resource allocation, ensure equitable allocation of resources, including textbooks, technology, and educational materials. And third point in this infrastructure is digital literacy. Promote digital literacy and provide access to technology to enhance learning outcomes. It can be in the form of digital libraries. Now, community engagement and partnerships. This is also required for quality education. Community involvement, foster community involvement in education through parent, teacher associations, school councils, and volunteer programs. Partnerships, develop partnerships with local businesses, organizations, and government agencies to support education initiatives. The third point in this is collaborative governance. Promote collaborative governance models that bring together stakeholders to support education decision making. Monitoring and evaluation. Data-driven decision making. Use data and research to inform education policy and decision making. Accountability, establish accountability mechanisms to ensure that education systems are transparent, efficient, and effective. Continuous improvement, foster a culture of continuous improvement, encouraging innovation and experimentation in education. By implementing these strategies, we can work towards achieving quality education for all, ensuring that every individual has access to inclusive, equitable, and effective learning opportunities. This is the first topic I have covered, sir. Slide 1. Shall we proceed now?
Sir, please proceed.
Sir. So next is quality education is a fundamental right. How? Unless we make it fundamental right, the quality education cannot be accessed by everybody. So the education is fundamental right up to 8th class, we have done it. But is it a quality education? So we have to make it fundamental right. So quality education for all is a fundamental human right and a key driver of sustainable development. Here are some key strategies to achieve quality education for all. I'm going to explain. Inclusive education. Accessibility, ensure that schools are accessible to all. Already I have explained all this. These are the repetition of that. So this is what is the fundamental right. Quality education is that. Now let us see what are the benefits of quality education. How does it benefit? It improves career opportunities. Quality education opens doors to better job prospects, higher salaries, and greater career advancement opportunities. Increased earning potential. Studies have shown that individuals with quality education tend to earn higher salaries and have greater financial stability. Enhanced critical thinking and problem solving skills. Quality education helps individuals development of critical thinking and problem solving skills, enabling them to make informed decisions and navigate complex situations. Better health and well being. Quality education has been linked to improved physical and mental health as well as increased longevity. Social benefits produce poverty and inequality in a reduced manner. It reduces poverty and inequality. Quality education can help break the cycle of poverty and reduce social inequality by providing individuals with the skills and knowledge necessary to secure better paying jobs. Increased civic engagement and participation. Quality education can foster a sense of civic responsibility and encourage individuals to participate in their communities and democratic processes. Improved social mobility. Quality education can provide individuals with the opportunity to improve their socio-economic status and move up the social ladder. The next is enhanced community development. Quality education can contribute to the development of stronger, more resilient individuals, communities by providing individuals with the skills and knowledge necessary to drive positive change. Economic benefits, increased productivity and efficiency. Quality education can lead to a more productive and efficient workforce, driving economic growth and competitiveness. Improved innovation and entrepreneurship. Quality education can foster a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, leading to the development of new industries, products, and services. Enhanced global competitiveness. Quality education can provide individuals with the skills and knowledge necessary to compete in the global economy. Increased economic growth and development. Quality education can contribute to increased economic growth and development by providing individuals with the skills and knowledge necessary to drive innovation and entrepreneurship. Societal benefits, improved social cohesion and stability. Quality education can foster a sense of social cohesion and stability by promoting shared values of norms, reduced crime and violence. Quality education has been linked to reduced crime and violence by providing individuals with alternative pathways and opportunities. Improved environmental sustainability. Quality education can foster a culture of environment sustainability by providing individuals with the knowledge and skills necessary to drive positive change. Enhanced cultural diversity and understanding. Quality education can promote cultural diversity and understanding by providing individuals with the opportunity to learn about and appreciate different cultures and perspectives. Despite the importance of quality education, there are several challenges that hinder its provision. Here are some of the key challenges. Which are the challenges we accept in implementing quality education in the institutions? We are going to discuss that. Inequitable access, disparities in access to education, particularly for marginalized groups, such as girls, minority groups, and individuals with disabilities. Poverty and economic barriers, financial constraints that prevent individuals from accessing quality education. Geographical barriers, limited access to education in rural or remote areas. Quality related challenges, inadequate teacher training, insufficient training and support for teachers affecting the quality of instruction. Outdated curriculum, already I have discussed, curriculum that is not relevant to the needs of students, society, or the economy. Inadequate resources, insufficient resources, including textbooks, technology, and educational material. Infrastructure related challenges, specifically what we do, poverty, poorly maintained or inadequate school buildings, classrooms, and facilities. These are the specific things. Limited access to technology, insufficient access to technology, including computers, internet, and digital resources. Socio-cultural challenges, socio-cultural barriers, cultural and social norms. Now, how can we improve those things? Improving quality education requires a faceted approach that involves various stakeholders, including governments, educators, parents, and the community. Here are some strategies for improving quality education. One by one, we are going to discuss. Teacher development and support. Teacher training and professional development, already we have discussed. Mentorship and coaching, teacher feedback and evaluation. And then we can have the next one is curriculum and instructional designs. How can we work on that? Relevant and engaging curriculum. How can it be relevant and engaging? Develop a curriculum that is relevant, engaging, and aligned with the needs of the students, society, and the economy. What is required by the corporate sectors? What is required by the MNCs? What is required by the people who are engaged in the service sectors, manufacturing sectors, and all other? Inquiry-based learning. Encourage inquiry-based learning that promotes critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving. Technology integration. Integrate technology into the curriculum to enhance teaching and learning. Student-centered learning. Personalized learning. Tailor instruction to meet the diverse needs and abilities of students. Student autonomy and agency. Encourage student autonomy and agency by providing choices and opportunities for self-directed learning. Then the next is feedback and assessment. Provide regular feedback and assessment to help students track their progress and set goals. Already we are doing, but we have to work on this in a better way. Inclusive and equitable education, culturally responsive teaching. Use culturally responsive teaching practices that value diversity and promote inclusivity. There should not be, that is the segregating elements while we are teaching. We have to have a homogeneous society to promote, to develop a nation. Differentiated instruction. Use differentiated instruction to meet the diverse needs to students. Equitable resource allocation. Ensure equitable allocation of resources, including funding, technology, and personnel. Community engagement and partnership, already we have discussed, but specific things, what are we going to do? Parent and community involvement. Foster parent and community involvement in education through volunteer programs, parent-teacher association, already we have discussed, and community events, but these are to be specifically in all the schools. It is only in the syllabus, it is only in the notice board, but practically, are we doing it? The schools which are developed, called international and public schools, convent schools, they do it. But are we doing in government schools? Collaboration with other stakeholders, already we have discussed this, that all the partners of the society, including government, private sectors, should come forward, and then cumulatively we have to work together. Data-driven decision making. data collection and analysis. Collect and analyze data on students' learning. Outcomes, teacher effectiveness and school performance. I think there are some schools which are called elite schools. They do it regularly. They have the evaluation system, but we lack in the institutions run by the government or other organizations. Data-driven instructions. Use data to inform instruction and make data-driven decisions about teaching and learning. Accountability and transparency. Ensure accountability and transparency in education by regularly reporting on student learning outcomes and school performance. By implementing these strategies, educators and policymakers can work together to improve quality education and provide students with the skills, knowledge, and competencies needed to succeed in the 21st century. Now let us have the list of the stakeholders. Stakeholders play a crucial role in ensuring the success and sustainability of quality education initiatives. Here are some key stakeholders and their roles. Policy development. Develop and implement policies that support quality education, that is part of government. Funding and resource allocation. Provide funding and resources to support education initiatives. Regulation and oversight. Regulate and oversee education institutions to ensure compliance with standards and policies. Educators and teachers. Instruction and curriculum development. Develop and deliver high quality instruction and curriculum. The teachers are already taught, but are they following these norms? We have to make sure. Student support and guidance. Provide support and guidance to students to help them achieve their academic goals. Professional development. Engage in ongoing professional development to enhance teaching practices and stay updated on best practices. Parents and caregivers. Supporting student learning. Support student learning by providing a conducive home environment and encouraging academic achievement. Participating in school decision making. Participate in school decision making processes to ensure that parent perspectives are represented. Advocating for quality education. Advocate for quality education and hold schools and policymakers accountable for providing high quality education. This is the job of the citizens, the civil societies. Community and civil society, providing resources and support. Provide resources and support to schools and students, such as mentorship programs, scholarships, and educational materials. Advocating for education reforms. Advocating for quality education is different. Advocating for education reform, advocate for education reform and policy changes that support quality education. Now already one of the policy is new education policy. There are so many good things that we have to think of, and then we have to work on awareness program of new education policy which can be implemented, which are not implementable, that we can have discussion or debate. Promoting community engagement. Promote community engagement and participation in education initiatives. Private sector and philanthropy. Providing funding and resources. Provide funding and resources to support education initiatives and programs. Supporting education innovations. Support education innovations and entrepreneurship, such as edtech startups and innovative education models. Providing expertise and mentorship. Provide expertise and mentorship to educators, students, and education leaders. The students, what is the students' role? Taking ownership of learning. Unless they take ownership of learning, they think that I have to learn, they cannot go further. Take ownership of learning and actively participate in academic activities. Providing feedback and insights. Provide feedback and insights to educators and policymakers on how to improve education. advocating for student rights, advocate for student rights and interests such as access to quality education and safe learning environment. By working together, these stakeholders can help ensure that quality education is accessible, equitable, and effective for all students. Now let us conclude. Then we are going to have debates or whatever the question answer we are going to have. Quality education for all is a fundamental right that already we have discussed, and a key driver of sustainable development is it has the power to transform individuals, communities, and societies, promoting economic growth, social mobility, and civic engagement. Key takeaways. Quality education is a fundamental right that we have discussed. It must be inclusive and equitable. Teacher development and support system are to be strengthened. Community engagement and partnership are to be ensured. Data-driven decision making are to be ensured, should be given priorities. And what are the actions are to be taken? Call to action. Prioritize quality education. It should be a movement in all over the country, in the villages, in the urban areas. Address inequity and disparities. Who are not getting the share, we have to talk about them and how will they get. Support teacher development. We have to assist the teacher, foster community engagement and partnership, use data to inform decision making. Already we have discussed, this is the sum up. By working together, we can ensure that quality education is accessible, equitable, and effective for all, promoting a brighter future for individual communities and societies. Now, these are the theoretical things, but let us talk about the practicalities. Let us take, I would explain now the case studies. Take example of how many types of education system we have in India and how the quality education is ensured to
Thank you, sir.
a less number, a very few, and majority of the students in India are getting education. We can't say that it is quality education. What is the meaning practically when we say quality education? Quality education must be able to make an individual independent to have his or her livelihood, to lead a better and happy life, so that he or she can help develop the society, the nation, and globally can be competitive. How these are possible? How these are possible? Let us see three types of schools. Again, I am talking about the quality education. If ensured from class 6 to 12th, all the problems in higher studies, higher education system will be solved. How can it be? Let us say one international school or a convent school, ICSE board. The second is CBSE board. A third is government. What is the difference? What is the level of the quality in all these three? Let us see. In the CBSE, in the ICSE, let us take about ICSE, what we call convent schools. What is the strength? Strength is international language. And the subjects start in the international language and exposure to the international standard of education, highest quality of education. They are given approximately equal education which is taught in Oxford universities, in some of the best institution in the world. And these students again qualify for all the premier institutions in India called IIT, IIMs, AIIMs, and all these. Let us see majority of the students, highest percentage of the students who are going from which institutions. These are the qualitative institutions, but having very high expenditure. It is not reachable, accessible to the common people of India. You will have only 3 to 4% people are able to even, not even 3 to 4%, maybe 1% or 1.5%. People are able to make their children to study in such type of schools, international Doon and all these schools. I am not sponsoring them. But what is the difference? What in India itself we have all these schools. And they are running on what? They are running on tuition fees. The second set of school is run by CBSE and English medium. We call it English medium, but the standard of English is not as high as we have in ICSE schools. Again, there is a difference, but CBSE school students also have good rate of success. All the class 2, 3 posts are occupied by them. Here also we have very less unemployment rate. ICSE and then all convent schools, I don't think even 1% unemployment will be there. 100% employment is available. In CBSE, again, we have 90%, 95%. Yeah, this is a good rate. But what is the majority of the unemployed youth? Who are those? These people are from rural areas, institutions run by state governments or run by some people who are less educated, but they have money and they have opened private schools on the name of English medium schools, but their quality is very low. And the population of this is approximately 90%. We can say that. So the basic problem is that because of lack of quality education, we have majority of the problem of unemployment in India. Once we are able to enhance the quality of education, we will be able to solve the problem of unemployment. And our target is that Vision India 2040, quality education for all means what? 96% employment generation, awareness on 96% employment generation in India by 2040, and it can be, it will be. We will do it, provided we the intellectuals, we the teachers, we the stakeholders, we the parents, we the citizens of India decide only one thing, that whatever the policies are made by the government, it should reach to the stakeholders. And who are the stakeholders? Who are the beneficiaries? The people, 67% of the people reside in rural areas. 67% approximately. The best schools, international schools, convent schools, public schools, English medium schools, almost all are situated in the urban areas. So the developmental process, the quality education in multiplicity is available in the urban areas, in big cities. Why? Because the companies, the big shots, the people who are having high capitals, they invest in those places. But again, common people from the rural areas where 67% people are staying, and the majority of the, you can say 80% of the students are deprived because they cannot go to such cities and have good education. What can we do? We can target the government schools. In each village, in each panchayat, you will have at least 10 to 15 schools, primary and middle schools. In each block, we have 110 plus 2 schools in most of the states run by the government. And the government teachers are paid highly. One PGT, postgraduate teacher who is working in the schools 9, 10, 11, 12 and teaching 11 and 12 students, they are getting approximately 80,000 per month. But a teacher who is working in one of the international school, a very highly reputed school, they do not get that much money. The government school teachers are highly capable. They are eligible. Why? Because they crack, they compete, and they qualify the state examinations and the central examinations boards, they are highly qualified. But again, when they go and teach in the government schools, why do they go against the quality education? This is a culture. This is the difference in the thought process. The person who has gone there, now he or she thinks that I am settled. Whether I teach or not, who is going to ask me? If somebody will ask me, I have my union. So who is going to
Excuse me,
take over
sir.
this?
Excuse me,
Sir,
Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat, sir.
sir,
We
sir,
will resume this discussion.
sir.
Our Honorable Principal, Dr. Gopal Kakade, sir, is very much here.
Ha.
With the valedictory presidential address, we will have a detailed discussion with your kind
Sir.
permission, sir.
Please, sir, please. Please
The way you
go ahead.
introduced the topic, Vision India 2040, quality education for all, is really a booklet for all of us. Sir, we would like to communicate and put on record that our Marathwada Shikshan Prasarak Mandal is the biggest institute spread all over the Marathwada region, and our college, Rajmata Jijau College, is being headed by an able administrator, none other than Honorable Dr. Gopal Kakade, sir. So on behalf of the entire organizing committee, I humbly invite our principal, Dr. Gopal Kakade, sir, please deliver the presidential address of the valedictory session of the week-long Rajmata lecture series on a very vital topic towards sustainable development and balanced ecology, role of humanities, commerce, and science. And after sir's lecture, we will have a detailed discussion. Kindly note Lal Mohan Rajat, sir, and Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir, and other resource persons. Sir, please.
Sir,
Now
sir.
the request ball is in the court of Honorable Dr. Gopal Kakade, sir.
Thank you, Professor Balaji. At the very outset, good afternoon to all. And I want to welcome today's concluding sessions resource person, Dr. Madanlal Rajat sir. And
Namaskar, sir.
Sir, first of all, I regret because of the inconvenience of my academic work, I was not with you online. So, sir, as Dr. Naule sir has told that we are taking more initiatives to enhance and inspire all our students and also faculties as a part of our quality enhancement. And this is also one of the initiative which is taken by our English department and head of the department, Professor Dr. Balaji Naule sir. These 1 week lecture series on path towards sustainable development and balanced ecology, role of humanities, commerce, and science. I hope with this concluding ceremony, the number of resource persons have shared their views regarding several burning topics, which will definitely enhance and also inspire the speakers, the listeners, participants in their various fields of humanities, commerce, and also science. So today's topic of Professor Lal Madan Rajat sir is Vision India 2040, quality education for all. I heard just a few minutes back his talk, and in his talk he told that the real quality education for all, which is in the urban areas and which is not provided in the rural areas, it is the government policy, but this is the fact, because the rural areas, the students have quality, but they are not provided with this quality education. As we know that quality of education, it is the impact where students benefit through it and get employed and get a nice life. But actually, we know that in urban areas there is a industries and corporate more corporate sector, but most of our India is spread by rural population, and in this rural population there are some education institutes which provides education, but as we define the quality education is mainly in urban areas, which provides the education to uh, present protocol, education to updated protocol. So this education is not available in villages, or we may say rural areas, and we have to just mention through this lecture series that such facilities or industries which are based on farmers or the products of farmers must be developed in rural areas, and the most of the population in India is farmers background, and such industries which are which are supporting with the raw materials from villages, that is food grains or the vegetables or fruits, they must be given quality education in rural areas to develop their products which are sold in the urban areas, or we may say developed areas. And the products must be launched, or they must be given the facility to develop like maybe ice cream, or maybe we know that production of wheat is in abundant amount in India, and the farmers who uh, uh, grow wheat, they are not benefited more, but the in urban areas the same wheat is uh, uh, it is crushed into flour, and it is uh, marketed with double the price or triple the price from which we get from the farmer in the various brands, and the farmer is behind lag behind in the economy and also the standard. So to educate villagers, to educate rural areas by this technology, by the uh, with the help of government, or with the help of all the society, the quality education must be given in this way to develop the villages or the rural areas, and then only it will be uh, a success story of India, that is Vision India 2040. Otherwise, the discrimination between the rural and urban will go, and we will not see the vision which is to be going in the 2040 without quality education in rural and also in the villages, areas. So with this note, I would like to conclude my presidential address, and once again I welcome all the participants throughout the week who who took part in this lecture series, mostly the my organizers of English department, Professor Dr. Balaji Naule sir, Deshmukh, and all which are direct or indirect technical support, or Professor Sagar sir, Kumbare sir. I once again welcome all the participants who were connected till the week, and I congratulate all the participants for being a part of this lecture series. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Principal Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, for providing a golden touch to the week-long Rajmata Jijau National Lecture Series towards Sustainable Development and Balanced Ecology, Role of Humanities, Commerce and Science. We put on record a note of reverence and gratitude that only because of the initiative taken by our principal, Honorable Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, it become possible us to have a fruitful discussion among the stakeholders on a very vital topic. His insistence that we should have quality resource person and the active participation of our bona fide aspiring students. One more thing we put on record that as per the decision and advice of our principal, Honorable Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, Dr. Sagar sir and Dr. Kumbhare sir took initiative, and all these proceedings of the 6-day program is being recorded and available. We also are going to provide certificates, but only after giving a feedback attached with questionnaire for sustainable development and balanced ecology. We have taken effort to prepare a questionnaire on the said topic, that is balanced ecology and sustainable development. Sustainable development and balanced ecology, as sir has rightly explored, that it is not a theoretical topic. We should have an action plan, and our Marathwada Shikshan Prasarak Mandal's Rajmata Jijau Mahavidyalay, under the able leadership of Honorable Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, will provide a master key through quality education. We put on record a note of reverence and gratitude for giving a golden touch to the said lecture series, Honorable Principal Dr. Gopal Kakade sir. Thank you very much. With the kind permission of the chairperson, Honorable Principal Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, let us have a fruitful, precise discussion as per our plan. So both the resource person, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat sir and Dr. Sandip Gawai sir are very much here. Participants are being humbly requested to raise their discussion, their feedback, their comments, their queries. Feel free, you may unmute. Lal Mohan Rajat sir, my basic question to you, that what is the role of quality education for individual development, social welfare, national construction and deconstruction, and especially for balanced ecology and sustainable development? Because sustainable development or Shashwat Vikas is really a very novel concept in the context of national education policy. What is the requirement, whether the holistic perspective is required for such kind of sustainable development and balanced ecology? Sir, are you there, Lal Mohan Rajat sir? Dr. Sandip Gaikwad sir? Sandip Gawai sir? Please unmute. I think sometimes there are problems of the connectivity, net connectivity, internet connectivity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sandip sir, for you, what is the role of quality education for annihilation of various kind of discriminations like sexism, that is discrimination on the basis of sex, casteism, that is discrimination on the basis of gender, caste, creed, religion, nationality, and whatnot? This is a question for you. Think about it. But first of all, I would like to put the request ball in the court of Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat sir. Sir is very much here. I would like to repeat the question. Sir, what is the role of quality education for individual development, social welfare, national construction and deconstruction, and especially for sustainable development and balanced ecology?
Thank you,
Because
sir.
we are very familiar to the word quality education, but
Yes.
its practical aspect are very much vital. Please guide.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, shall I start?
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, sir. So actually, what is the purpose of quality education? Basically, what is the purpose of education? Education is only to bring a change in the behavior of the individual and make its behavior suitable to the society for the economical development, for his family, and for his own growth and development. If I am educated and if I am not able to speak nicely to other people, if I am not able to behave nicely with other people, if I am not able to have a social harmony and happiness in the society, if I am not able to help the people in need, if I am not able to serve the nation, if I am not able to earn and take look after my children and family, I think this education is not going to be called a quality education. So that means to lead a successful life, whether it is economical, social, environmental, all these three, physical, that means the all-round development, that is the yesterday what I called physical, mental, social, and spiritual development, we need quality education. So that means physical education, physical development, how it will be? Through knowledge, skill, and desire. What does it give? Quality education gives us three things. It makes us knowledgeable. That means we know the data's informations. And we use the data's information to use it, that is called skill in our life. I have read something biology, and if I am able to use it for my own development, physical development, if I am able to take good food, balanced food, I am able to prevent my diseases, that means I am using the biology, that is the skill. And then all these two things will be possible only when we have desire. And the common thing of all these three intersection, we have the habit. That means through knowledge, skill, and desire, in the center of that becomes a habit. And as I told, that environment make us think. Environment, good environment, develop good thought, good perception, good action, good habit, and then good character, and that is the success, and that is called destiny. So that means quality education is directly related to the development of a human being mentally, physically, socially, spiritually, and all this in lay words we can say that the personal growth, social growth, economical growth, and spiritual growth, that the consciential growth. That means we are able to take good decisions. This is what I know, sir, and this is my submission.
Thank you, sir. These are the tips. This is not only the answer, but I would like to put on record that these are the pragmatic tips,
Sir.
quite useful in our day-to-day life. Really, you will experience a change in our behavior because character matters a lot. Way back, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has wrote one essay, Vidyarthano Jagrut Hua. There should be awareness among the students, and students should maintain character, good behavior, without which education may become a worst weapon. So conscience, what you highlighted, is worth considerable. We understand and humbly acknowledge the invaluable value of your advice in the form of the precise answer. Thank you, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat Sirji. Professor
Thank
Dr.
you, sir.
Sandip Gawai, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
might understood the question that what is the
Yes,
role
sir.
of education, what kind of education, what kind of critical insight, because we are educated, but still we preach and practice many kind of discrimination. Even more educated person, advanced educated person is the most danger. They somehow emerged in the form of terrorism, not the terrorist you see, but in the society, there is a personification they assume as a good human being, but their deeds are very danger. That is ideological, diabolical effects, Mahabhankar Parinam. So what is the role of quality education to eradicate all kind of discrimination? That is sexism, genderism, casteism, discrimination on the basis of race, religion, caste, and creed. Please answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you
If
for
possible,
your.
you become visible so that Lal Mohan Rajak sir and other dignitaries may observe you. If possible. The request ball is in the court of Dr. Sandip Gawai sir, the young and dynamic resource person who completed his PG program at a central university and recently joined the colleges affiliated to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar in Marathwada region of Maharashtra state. Sir, please, heartiest welcome.
Am I visible, sir?
Audible and visible. Yes, heartiest welcome. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Okay, so for me, sir, the role of education is like when students get information, okay, or knowledge or wisdom from the institutions, okay, so they should develop a sense of empathy towards the society instead of sympathy. Okay, sympathy and empathy, that is the most important point for this, the role of education. Okay, most of the people, they are saying, okay, we are with you. Okay, so this we are with you is not enough for the participation. Okay, what we are going to do for that particular thing or person. Okay, so discussing these kind of things, so difference between sympathy and empathy. So the role of education should develop, education, quality education should develop the empathy among the students, not the sympathy one. Okay, and the other thing is that they should develop their personal growth. Okay, but their personal growth should not be only for the job purposes. Okay, most of the students or most of the scholars only fighting for the jobs. Okay, but the need of the quality education or need of the education is not only for the jobs. Okay, you can do whatever you want to do in your life with this quality of education. Okay, job is nothing. Okay, this is the necessity only. Okay, in a current era. Okay, but we should provide this sort of perspective towards the society. Even for example, we can discuss about the feminism. Most of the feminists are claiming that there is a patriarchy in the society. Male, the attitude of the male is towards women is different. They are considered as second. They are giving a secondary position. No, but here I want to say that they cannot, they don't have a right to blame only male, because women are also participating in that process, because the process of socialization, they should socialize that their girls or boys. Okay, how to establish equality among the people. Okay, even the feminists, the mothers used to say that uh, he is a boy, he has a right to roam everywhere in the society, you don't have. Okay, so these side of things, so we should develop quality education for eradicate such kind of things from the society. This is my answer, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir, for connecting theoretical and practical aspects of quality education. Really, I have been haunted by one doubt or dogma or question, Lal Mohan Rajat sir and Sandip sir. Are you but there, Lal Mohan Rajat sir?
I'm available, sir.
Yes.
I'm
Sir,
present.
what is the ultimate aim of quality education? Because sometimes we are astray from our goal, ultimate aim, our mission. Sometimes education, Edward Said has written one groundbreaking book, Orientalism. We have wrong orientation that education is merely job oriented, education is merely meant for company. We are creating what is known as just the slaves for the services of companies, and we astray from the character. The ultimate aim of education is character or job oriented or multifaceted. In that scenario, we are just like our position is just like Abhimanyu, who are caught in the labyrinth regarding the orientation and ultimate aim of education. Please guide.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And very nicely, sir has told just now, my previous speaker, very good. He has told about the mental growth, definitely. And a spiritual word has two meanings. I'm going to explain it, the answer I'm going to give. But I would like to say the spiritual has two meanings. One is mythological, religious meaning, and one is scientific meaning, educational psychological meaning. In educational psychology, the scientific meaning is to take right decision. That is, spiritual is nothing, spirit is nothing, it is conscience. So the ultimate and the good, the right orientation of quality education is to develop all four strength of human being. And which are the strength? When we talk about the total quality person, what is the basic orientation and the ultimate goal of quality education is to produce quality people, the best human resource. Why do we need? Today we have a nation's concept. So first thing, a nation is what? We have to protect the nation. We have to save the nation. The second thing is, how can we save the nation? We need for that, we need weapons. We need soldiers. And for both we need money, na? And for having those soldiers and money, soldier doesn't produce. So the soldier has to be given from the tax. And the tax will be given by whom? The person who is earning. The earning, who is earning? The businessmen, the corporate sector people, the employees, the businessmen. So the businessmen, they are giving tax that is given to the soldier. Soldier is purchasing weapons and protecting the nation. Otherwise, what will happen? All the nations will be destroyed. The jungle war Raj will be again started. Anybody who is superior will come and loot and go. And then what will happen? The humanity will be extinguished. The civilizations will be extinguished. The human life will be very difficult as earlier used to be. So that means what? Education has made us to protect the nation, to protect our people, to protect civilization. These are three things. So protect the nation, to protect the people of the nation, and to protect the civilization of the nation. So how is it possible? That means we have to work for first thing, the education purpose of the education is, that is human growth and development. To develop the four strength, human strength. Which are those? That is the physical strength, mental strength, again and again I am telling, social strength, and the fourth one is spiritual strength. The mental strength, all the legacies, the ethic, and whatever we have discussed, to stay in the society, to live in the society peacefully, to help others, and to develop the 7 habits actually. And these 7 habits are again of highly effective people. So which are the 7 habits? So quality education to induce these 7 habits in the students, in the youths. The first one is proactive. Begin with end in mind. Put first thing first. Win-win. First understand and then understood. First understand and then get understood. This is written by Stephen R. Covey. And then we have to go for synergy. And the last is sharpen your saw. That means an individual can be successful, can be happy after birth and then death. In between, there are some activities. All the activities are related with, again, currency and money, economical development. So the first thing of any education system is to make the individual economically independent. The first thing. If I don't have food in my stomach, my mind will not work. I am likely to commit a crime. all the ethics and everything will go away. So because I have been in civil, I have been in defense, I have different experience. So today's why the students and youths see what is the basic fault in the education system. We tell them you don't go for education because you want job. No, I say you want job. That is the reason you go for education, because that will encourage the student, that will motivate the students. You tell the student that because you are going to survive, and to survive you need money. To have money you need to have job in the form of education, the service, or business, or entrepreneurship, or your profession. Whatever you are going to do, you need your money. After 25, 30 years, when your parents are not with you, they will be retired. You will have your children, you will have your wife. What are you going to have this? So one sentence, we should not educate the people only because of job. This is the wrong notion, and this has created havoc in the country, in India, and it has generated unemployment. It's a very large number because the student is not ready to study for what? For excellence. For a job, you need excellence, no? So the job is related with the excellence. So if you want to have excellence in the education system, if you want to have experts in the form of youths and students, you have to relate them with their motivation. We have five hierarchy of motivation. First thing is physiological need. The second is called belongingness. Then third, fourth, and fifth, different stages are there. The first, the base is the physiological things. And physiological requirement is what? A student will study only when he or she knows that this is going to feed, this is going to fulfill my first motivation level hierarchy. That is the physiological need. So food, drink, sleep, entertainment, happiness, these are the basic thing, physiological, physical and biological. This is the mental requirement. So the first thing you have to tell the students that since you are getting, see, who will get try to have admission in IITs, sir? IIMs and AIMs, if they are said, no, you don't study for job. Who will go to IIT? Once he knows or she knows that I'm not going to have job. And how many IITians and AIMs and NEET and IIMs people are refusing the job? No. So the thing is that you have to motivate the student that you have to lead a happy life, prosperous life. You need one bungalow, you need one car, you need bank balance, and then you have to have good life. For that you need money, and the money will come in three ways. Either your parents have left so many things for you, or you have business in the form of capital or something like that, or you have earning something either in the entrepreneurship or the job. So the quality education is directly related to the economical development of the individual, sir. What I could understand practically.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Really a solution for the confusion, because there should not be any kind of confusion. Our aim should be very firm. The step should be very clear. And now your answer not only solved my problem, but the problem of all the stakeholders of this
Thank you, sir.
Marathwada region, Maharashtra state, and all over India also.
Sir.
This
Thank
is
you,
the
sir.
result of the experience.
Sir.
We understand its invaluable value of your mission, sir, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat sir ji. Honorable
Thank you, sir.
Hari Singh sir is very much here. Dr. Sandip Gawai sir, Dr. Kailash Akkare sir, Professor Kedari, Professor Pathan, aspiring scholars like Dr. Swati Zige ma'am, Dr. Rajdeep sir. If you have any comment, feel free to raise on this online platform, because this is the only way where we have the golden opportunity to have a fruitful discussion. Dr. Kailash Akkare sir, Hari Singh sir. Sir, yes.
Sir, may I ask question?
Dr.
Am I
Kailash
audible,
Akkare sir is very
sir?
much here. You are audible, sir. Please.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir has given a clear-cut idea about how should be higher education, how should be qualitative education at a higher level. But sir, my doubt is nowadays higher education has become a puppet in the hands of powerful people. Do we have any solution to it? Or what is your observation on it? Sir, I may be wrong on my perception, on my understanding, but will you say something on it? Sir, please.
Am I to answer, sir?
Education has become puppet in the hands of
Powerful people.
Please answer, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. First of all, I negate this concept that the best institutions are the puppets are run by the powerful people. No. All the pioneer institutions are run by the government of India. All. Can you tell me one example of any institution in India that can equate with one IIT, sir? Tell me. Or IIM, or AIMs, or NIT, or IISC? Can you tell me one institution's name run by private institutions? Answer is no. Still, whole world wants IITians from India. Barack Obama, the former president of America, he told when he came to India that I am scared of the IITians of India. Go to America, go to Germany, go to France, go to UK, go to Japan, go to China. Everywhere you will find IITians. And the people from IIMs, these all the institutions are run by the government. What I am trying to say, that only up to 12th class, we lack the best institutions in India. We have the best institutions. The Kendriya Vidyalayas are one of the best institutions. We have Navodaya Vidyalayas, but these are less. We have to establish more and more. And we have to choose the government like that. The governments which are inclined towards improving the scientific temperament and quality education improvement. We have to vote them. We have to select the leaders because they are the policymakers, na? We need to strengthen. I'll tell you one example. American education system. What is that? You go and see their high schools, government schools called public schools, and private schools. Nobody wants to teach their students to private schools, and the private schools are inaccessible to the common man there. Very high fees are available there, and all the public schools that is run by the government are like Oxfords. What we have in India, the best international school in India cannot compete with one government public school in America. You go through in YouTube, it is available. So we need classes in higher secondary, that is 9, 10, 11, 12. We should have those institutions like universities. Like universities. Suppose somebody is weaker in class 12th, you give him Oxford. Will he or she be able to excel in life? No, because the base is very poor. The private and the powerful people are running the institutions. They are selling their certificates. They do not have excellence. They do not have the best institutions in India. No, they give certificates in lieu of money. That's all, sir. So government institutions are the best after 12th in the world. This is what is my submission, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
I
sir.
think
Thank you so much.
I think I invite the toughest questions in the field of education, sir. Toughest questions, whatever you can have. Please ask. The toughest questions.
Sir, my question, I do not have a question, but again, recruitment process, particularly in central universities, IIT, NIT, and state universities, has become, one of the crucial situation nowadays. The candidate, those who are selected, are not based on the performance in interview. I have experienced it many a times, particularly in JNU twice, BHU at once, even Central University Hyderabad at once, Pandit Yashwant Shukla University Shahadol Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur University Sagar Madhya Pradesh. I have visited these universities. I have given interview in these places. Yes, I may not be good enough to get selected, but those who were selected, I could observe that, and I have got message that they had a strong references from cabinet ministry. So don't you think somewhere we are losing the central, heart of education? Yeah, at one side we are talking about quality education, but at another side, the political people, particularly the ministry, are involved in such kinds of procedures. Now, governor of any state is leading state universities to whom should be selected, to whom should be rejected. So, politics has involved into it, particularly those who are in ruling party. That's what my point, and what I have observed, what I have experienced. So will you say something, sir, on it?
Definitely.
One more sentence.
Sir.
One more sentence that even the political interference of the government made persons like Nobel laureate like Amartya Sen to quit or resign the post of chancellor. Please, sir, answer. Lal Mohan Rajat, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So I'll be very careful and I'll give you only symbolic answer and you can make it. Why? You are knowing that. I'll give symbolic and you can understand that. I told you in my beginning, I have told in my beginning of my speech that there are two ideologies in India. One is trying to take the nation towards backward. And the other one is trying to take the nation towards the scientific development. You take example, before 20 years, the selection procedure was it same what it has today? Answer will be no. Answer will be no. So my answer, I think I am very clear that the people of India have to decide whether they want quality education, scientific temperament, or against the scientific temperament, against the development, against the quality education. Am I clear, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have got clear-cut idea about it, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Have
so
I
much.
answered, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have really.
So you can analyze this. Yeah, I see the solution is in the hands of the people of India.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. What is the way to give effective answer, Honorable Sir?
We should be very careful, sir.
Yes. One more question, sir. What should be the medium of education at primary level, higher level, and advanced level? Because common parents are very much confused. They sometimes become the victim of English medium where capable teachers are not available. Kendriya Vidyalaya or central CBSE schools, the curriculum is not there as referred in government central schools. Please give some tips about medium of education. What should be at primary level, higher level, and advanced level?
Right, sir. Right, sir. I'll give you 3 examples of the states. One is Kerala, one is Gujarat, and the third one is Punjab. Kerala in 1950s started 3 language formula, sir. One, the regional language. The second, they started English. And the third one they chose, that is Hindi. And they became pioneer and the most developed and highly educated people in India. Because of English, they went abroad. Because of Hindi, they came to North India. And because of Malayalam, they could develop Kerala. Am I able to understand? Am I able to convince you, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
So that means from the nursery level, you teach the student 3 language. and two more languages I add. Two more languages, that means one the digital language, data science, and the fifth one is one foreign language, either German or Spanish or Japan or Chini language or whatever it is. One of the best language is German, where most of the people can have education, free education. And then there is no tuition fee in Germany, sir. That means for higher education, undergraduate and postgraduate, people can go there, have higher education. The only condition is that they must know English, and after having degree, if they want job there, they must have knowledge of German. Prosperity. That's but in India, only one language is there. You can be comfortable in anywhere in India. That is English. And anybody neglects English, I guarantee him or her to be unemployed or sub-employed or poor. Government schools are producing unemployed people only because of this. Yes, Matribhasha, mother language, mother tongue can be learned at home without having, see, Haryana doesn't have any literature for that, but they know Haryanvi. Rajasthan is having Hindi, but people speak Marwadi. Likewise, the regional language must be, it can be, but we must have three languages. But mode of education, mode of teaching, everything, I'm a stringent supporter of English because I know
Yes.
the power of English. Yes,
What a effective answer, because we
sir.
remember one critical essay given by Mulkraj Anand.
Sir.
Mulkraj Anand is an eminent novelist, and he recommended Translation Commission. He has written one essay entitled as The Importance of English. And he warned that be away from what is known as the baseless political argument and understand the invaluable value of English language, English literature as a link who can
Yes.
bridge, who can maintain unity in diversity of India. And what is
Yes.
our Commonwealth? We have a concept of Commonwealth nations. Two things are
Yes.
common, like a Commonwealth. That is, the bitter experiences arised out of slavery of the erstwhile colonies of England or Britain.
Yes.
And
Yes.
second is English language. English language is not related to colonialism or post-colonialism. It is our Commonwealth. It is
Yes.
the language which is very, very useful to acquire scientific knowledge. We will, our case is very different because we are students of language and literature, English language
Sir.
and literature. But
Sir.
we also study masterpieces in literature of 24 languages translated under the mission of Sahitya Academy or National Book Trust. And what is the effective answer, sir? Very
Sir.
wonderful
And
answer.
one more thing I add, the best books and the biggest libraries are available in English only. And
Yes,
to
sir.
and I have written a book also, Role of English Language in Developing in the Development of Rural India. Yeah.
Sir, this your answer gave one sub question, because everyone want to become very expert with fluency and accuracy in English communication skill, and we have number of private classes.
Sir.
Literature somehow argues that language through literature and literature through language formula is very, very useful. What is your tips for our aspiring students how to acquire English language? Is it not necessary to attend the tuition classes, or is it sufficient? Textbooks are sufficient. Please guide.
I have done. I'll give you one. That is a live example. That is what I have done. One girl came to after she was from that Hindi that is regional language medium, and she was getting married. And the condition of the boy was that if you know English or had you been knowing English, I could have not taken a single pie. Otherwise, you have to pay 10 lakhs. It was joke or something like that. But the girl told me like that, sir, if I learn English, no, the boy is telling because he is working in an MNC and he is English spoken person and he wants one a girl who can speak English. She came 3 months. I gave only two things. I gave her a book of translation that is called advanced, you should say current English translation written by one Sinha. He's from Bihar, sir. I gave. And that book contained two things: grammar and translation. Grammar and translation. So anyone can be fluent in English if the person knows word meaning, that means vocabulary, number one. How to use the vocabulary, that is grammar. And how to make a sentence, three things. And then practice on the sentence: read, write, speak. Read, write, speak. Read, write, speak. You don't need any tuition. You don't require any coaching. And this I have done in the last 40 years. I have done it, sir.
Yes. And your communication, really, I would like to repeat, a heart-to-heart dialogue held in a meaningful way is very
Thank you, sir.
musical and harmonious. We
Up to
not only like it, but love it.
up to 10th, I have completely studied in Hindi medium school, sir.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Sir.
Sir, way back, the father of modern India, Mahatma Gandhi, rightly stated that the destiny of a nation lies in being shaped and reshaped in the classroom. What kind of classroom is being expected as per your perspective? We want to build and enjoy that kind of classroom.
Sir. Again, I'll give you a practical experience, sir. Example, because I have done it. That is what I'm happy to answer this. Again, I am telling that I was in a international school, and one of the boy in my class, he was interested to sing. The management was very reluctant to allow such type of activities in the classroom. He told me, sir, today is my birthday and I want to sing. He brought guitar. I told him, okay, close the door and you sing. And he sang. Whole class enjoyed. What happened? Somebody came and then saw me. They were knowing that I am doing some innovative things. And then they went. The entire class was, sir, such motivated in such a way that whatever I told them, they did everything. And the entire school, yeah, in the entire school, sir, I told you that since 1977 till date, the result in English was the best, and IIT the best in 2014-15. That means we have to have three things: expertise in the subject, soft skill, that means soft spoken teacher, having sympathy and empathy, friendly environment in the classroom. Never play with the emotions of the students. You make them friend, give them the best content, and motivate them. And at times you have to counsel them also. This is the environment. So that means teaching, effective teaching, training, counseling, motivation, guidance in friendly environment. Am I clear, sir?
Very clear. We are very clear, sir. You are always clear, but you made us clear.
Thank you, sir.
Broad meaning of education and
Yeah. I
Professor.
expect the toughest question, one of the toughest questions, some toughest questions.
Yes. Professor Satyajige ma'am, Rajdeep Deshmukh sir, Awar Singh sir, heartiest welcome. We also expect your comment. Professor Pathan, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir, Kailash Satkare sir, feel free to raise few questions.
One message, sir, for quality education development, we need not invest anything. We need such type of seminars, motivation classes, counseling classes, and online it is available, sir. We need not spend a single pie. We have to use the YouTube, that is the mobile phone, and then we have to conduct these type of seminars where we can invite thousands and thousands of people.
Yes.
Sir, please.
Last but not the least,
Sir.
would you like to sum up the strategy of India regarding our path towards sustainable development? Exactly, we want some highlighting the concept of sustainable development of and India's journey towards sustainable development. And then we will conclude, please.
Definitely,
And
sir.
the final
Definitely.
question is, last
Definitely.
but not the least, what is your message to our aspiring students and
Definitely,
stakeholders of education?
Definitely, sir. Sir, as UNO has given 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. Number 4 goal is quality education for all. And number 8 is equal opportunity and good environment for employment for everyone. Only 2 things. That means quality education from class 1 to 12th, in undergraduate, in postgraduate, in doctoral, quality education. And quality education for what? To have good environment in education, that is employment. You directly see who is going to learn today a language that is not being used. This is waste. I'm taught by my children, if you have old things unused and cannot be used, are you going to hold that? Are you going to keep that? You will not throw that, na?
Yes,
But you will keep the things which are usable, can be used. So employment is the reality, sir. Reality. All the advanced developed nations think about employment generation. Employment generation. That means we have to sum up in the way Vision India 2040. By 2040, we must have quality education for all in the schools, in the colleges, in the universities. For what? To generate 96% employment in India with the help of citizens, private companies, and with the help of government. For that, people have to think. If they have to think about the voting system, they have to bring the leaders who are thinking in this way. There are people who think we should have less employment in India so that more people should be unemployed who can carry their flags. People think like that. So we have to have this notion. Vision India 2040, 15 years time, let us have quality education right from primary school to the university level, and all the education system should be interlinked and should be joined with one thing: 96% employment generation in India by 2040. Whether it is government job or private job or entrepreneurship or industry or profession, whatever it is, should be able to earn. This is what is summing up.
Thank
Sir.
you, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat, sir.
Thank you,
The
sir.
way you provided the answers of our questions and the way you provided the invaluable resources really
Sir.
has caused a spellbound impact on all of us. And on behalf of the organizing committee of Rajmata Jijau lecture series on a very
Sir.
vital topic towards a sustainable development and balanced ecology,
Sir.
put on record a note of reverence and gratitude to you, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat, sir. Really, you have provided national touch, golden touch to the lecture series, and
Sir.
we become very happy because of you. You are very much here as a resource person. Thank you for everything, making the lecture series really meaningful and a timeless resource and timeless inspiration, a perpetual inspiration to our bona fide students. Whenever we will listen to you, we will begin our life with a new
Sir.
beginning.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Honorable dignitaries and respected teachers, we enjoyed the six-day lecture series by renowned resource persons, and Lal Mohan Rajat sir, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajat sir, has provided a really substantial value. It is through your example we understand the concept of what is known as sustainable development and balanced ecology. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Last but not the least, I humbly invite the organizing secretary of the said lecture series, my friend and colleague, Dr. Rajdeep Deshmukh sir, to propose vote of thanks of the entire lecture series. Dr. Rajdeep Deshmukh sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Balaji Navle sir, for giving me an opportunity to thank everyone. I would like to thank Lal Mohan Rajak sir for such a wonderful and fruitful session on Vision India 2040, the quality education for all.
Thank you, sir.
He explains about, yes, welcome sir. He explains about the benefits of quality education. Quality education for all is a fundamental right. Quality education leads to better livelihood and status in society. It also leads to creativity and entrepreneurship. He also discussed about challenges to equal education, like challenges in education, like inadequate infrastructure, teachers, inadequate training, inequitable access to education for marginalized group, limited access to technology and digital resources. He also given strategies for improving quality education, like investment in teacher training, improvement of infrastructure, encourage community engagement and participation. Role of stakeholders also shows an important role in education development. Like government role is for providing funding. Role of teachers to deliver high quality instructions. Parents and community should engage in education. So it is a literary feast for scholars and students, as it is a thoughtful week of different lectures present here. As we start, it is the 7th lecture of 6th day. Before that, there is a lecture of Dr. Sandip Gawai sir on caste and marginalization in the Indian diaspora. He also explained about the caste discrimination. He said that caste discrimination continues with the migrant from homeland to foreign land. Racism is the main issue present in the foreign land, like Canada and USA. He also explained the case of casteism in India. It shows that behavior of upper caste peoples towards the lower caste. Job discrimination, social exclusion, segregation in temples and gurudwaras are the main issues faced by lower caste people. Double marginalization expresses the nature of lower caste women. He also expressed the how laws discriminate the lower class people. UK Equality Law 2003 shows that caste-based bias in employment and social interactions. Caste oppression expressed by diasporic writers like Rohinton Mystery in his A Fine Balance, V.S. Naipaul in The Mystic Messer, and House for Mr. Biswas. Amulya Maladi also shows the caste oppression in the mango season. Dr. Sandip Gawai sir also explained about Dalit organizations in diaspora, such as AIM, Ambedkar International Mission in USA, UK, and Canada, ACDA, that is Anti-Caste Discrimination Alliance, Caste Watch, UK, and FABO organization. They raise voices against the caste discrimination in Indian diaspora. Dr. Ambedkar always says, we are Indian firstly and lastly. And as these are 2 lectures for today's session, as week goes ahead, we have wonderful and fruitful sessions. As week started, we have first presenter or first lecturer is Snehasri Gawande ma'am. She expressed her views on Dr. Jayant Naraykar's and their futuristic approach and scientific approach. On the second day, we have with us Dr. Kailash Atkare sir. He expressed his views on women and nature, ecofeminism, how ecology is compared with the feminism is expressed by him at his lecture. On the third day, we have with us Arun Jadhav sir. He expressed his views on phonology and phonetics, how the place of articulation and manner of articulation distinguishes the sounds is expressed by Arun Jadhav sir. Different sounds are expressed by different speech organs like nasals, bilabial, affricate, fricatives, and many others. Fourth day, we have with us Dr. Vishnu Shawai sir. He expressed his views on female voices in postmodern fiction. He expressed female voices about female writers who express their views on feminism. On fifth day, we have with us Swati Jige ma'am. She expressed her views on sports autobiographies by sports persons, female sport persons like Saina Nehwal, Sania Mirza, Mary Kom, and others. And at the sixth, that is means present day, we have two scholars or lecturers, that is Lal Mohan Rajat sir and
Dr. Sandip Gawai, sir.
Dr. Sandip Gawai sir. Yes, sir. And they gave us a fruitful and wonderful session. So I will thank all of you for such a wonderful journey of literature and knowledge. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir, Dr. Balaji Nole, sir.
Thank you, Rajdeep Rao Sahib Deshmukh sir, for a very detailed report and mentioning all the resource person, honorable dignitaries, respected teachers, and dear friends. Here is a kind of conclusion, but not end. The Nobel laureate rightly stated, T.S. Eliot rightly stated that in my end is my new beginning. Really, it is a new beginning, at least our journey, archetypal journey towards sustainable development and balanced ecology is concerned. Kindly note that these are the two compulsory subjects. There is no any kind of option. It is the secret of happiness, survival, proper survival, happy life lies in sustainable development and balanced ecology. No doubt there are universal aspects of these two issues, but individual aspect is in our hand. And the master key provided by the resource persons, right from Snehasri Gawande madam, Dr. Kailash Atkare sir, Dr. Arun Jadhav sir, Dr. Sandip Gaikwad sir, and Honorable Lal Mohan Rajak sir is a timeless inspiration to all of us. Once again, on behalf of Marathwada Shikshan Prasarak Mandals, Rajmata Jijau Mahavidyalay, on behalf of the Department of English Language and Literature, on behalf of our principal, Honorable Dr. Gopal Kakade sir, and the entire stakeholders of our college and organizing committee, we put a note of reverence and gratitude to all the resource persons, all the active participants, all the friends, and our bona fide aspiring students. Respected teachers, Honorable Lal Mohan Rajak sir, Dr. Kailash Atkare sir, Dr. Sandip Gawai sir, Professor Pathan sir, Dr. Swati Jige ma'am, my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Rajdeep Rao Sahib Deshmukh sir. Let us conclude this a week-long lecture series with a beautiful song with the kind permission of Honorable chairperson of the valedictory session, principal of our college, Dr. Gopal Kakre sir, let us conclude the long marathonic lecture series with a beautiful song. Enjoy the song here, please.